I'm caps lock different. It's facts, not fiction. Said I black out for real, then the track gone missing. If it's cap, I'm dipping. We ain't talking about a move, then it's flatline finished. When I spaz, I'm grinning. Put a peel off in the Sadies and I pass by spinning. It's perks with this life, but I don't have my skinach. Took a quick trip and now I'm back home winning. And I see they eyes pop like I snack on spinach. Pull up to the spot, she tryna grab my digits. I'm already 8 shots, a Henny past my limit. Here you go. Hazards with a dash full of tickets. I'ma act like I don't see them. I got bad eye vision. Y'all can't pass my scrimmage. While y'all tripping, it's Aruba. I realized I had to go.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to episode 179 of Psychotic and Iconic. Paul's here along with my co-host Nick Theories of Philly Phil. Thank you to everybody that's tuned in to the live stream tonight. If you haven't done so already, please go ahead and share it. Thank you to everybody that likes, follows, and subscribes to all of our platforms.
Just another day of being a Phillies fan, another day of being a Philadelphia fan in general is just another damn day.
It's another heartbreak.
That's exactly what it is. It's just another damn day. Yeah, it's heartbreak. Yo, let's talk about that, man.
So the Phillies lost game 6 and 7 on their home field. Alec Thomas, bitch ass, planted the flag behind third base. I was at the game last night.
You saw him plant the flag?
Hell no. I sat there and sulked for about 3 minutes, and then I got up and dipped.
So you left immediately the game after the game was over? Or did you sit there, you soak it all in, like, damn,
I just
that's what it feels like to look like.
So I was sitting right by the the foul pole in right field, and I watched J.K. fly out to the dude, what's his face?
Corbin Carroll. Beast.
Who doesn't look like, who shouldn't be in right field. He should be selling cocaine on a beach in Mexico.
He's a beast.
But I watched him catch it. I watched what's his face fucking stick his arms up in the air. And then them just start celebrating. I sat there with my hoodie up because it was cold. And I'm like,
no, you had a hoodie? You were rocking a bucket hat.
I wasn't. Then I put the hoodie over the bucket hat.
I fuck with that. That's some swag right there.
I bought it off the crackhead on the corner.
Piles with a bucket hat is crazy.
I do move different in a bucket hat. I will say that.
I like it though.
It's tough. But so I'm sitting there and I just like sat in my seat and I'm like, did that really just happen? Because it was funny as hell. So I pulled up and I was getting ready to ask this girl next to me. I'm like, excuse me, you're in my seat. And it was my cousin.
Oh, shit.
And she looked at me and she's like, Mike. And I'm like, oh, shit. So I was sitting next to my cousin and her boyfriend.
She didn't say pals?
She did not address me as pals. I was fucked up.
That's crazy.
So we were sitting there. Alec Boehm hits that homer, ties it up. But, bro, we kind of knew it. Like, when they had the bases loaded and Rojas came up, I had no faith. Like, Allie was getting excited, and I looked at her, and I'm like, yo, you could just sit down.
His intro song is fucking fire, though.
Yeah, it's tough, but, like, it doesn't match his plate appearance.
It makes me want to get nasty, though. Yeah. Like, for real. Like, that beat and all, like, it's just, like, it gets you in the groove, baby. Like, what?
Hey. But, like, it was tough, man. That really sucked. The bats couldn't get going. Trey Turner and Nick Cassidy are swinging at pitches that literally are hitting the fucking dirt before they get to the plate.
They're in the other batter's box.
Yeah, they just went stone cold, dude. They just went stone cold. It was sad because that could have been like a night to remember.
So I want to ask you though, did you feel confident going into the game?
Yeah, like
did you think that we were winning? Like yeah. No doubt about it. Like there was no ifs, ands, or buts.
No, the whole time. Like I'm telling you, dude, it was so fucking loud in there up until about the 5th inning. When Alec Boehm hit that home run, like you felt the ground shaking.
That's fire.
It was amazing. And I'm like, here we go. Like, he's going to set it up. They're going to be able to pitch to Harper now because Boehm hit. Like, they're not going to pitch around them. And then just their bats just died. You got first and third, first and second, and it's just they just couldn't do anything. It just couldn't do anything. And then it sucked, dude. It really did suck. And then you could kind of slowly see the momentum just going with the Diamondbacks because the Diamondbacks were just playing small ball, getting timely hits. And it sucked, dude. It was not fun.
Before the game was played, game 7, all day, I had a feeling in my stomach, and I said, they're not winning this game. And the reason why I felt that way was because we let them beat us in game 6. The Phillies were undefeated at home. They were 6-0. When you let somebody have confidence that they can beat you in your building, you're in trouble. And then when they struck early, they got confident in that game. Like, yo, we could really do this. Yeah. It gave them confidence. It's like you don't let a team hang around. Because when you do that, that is the result that's going to happen. The Phillies are a way better team than the Diamondbacks. Yeah. That's what hurts the most. But they let them back into the series. They let them. I mean, look, let's not forget though. Craig Kimbrell put us in this position.
So I was going to go to that, and my brother said it, and we talked about it, at length. Obviously, the series was really lost game 2 in the 7th inning.
No, game 3.
Yeah, game 3 when Kimbrell led up the 5-2 lead in the 7th when he gave up the 3-1 bomb to Alek Thomas.
Yeah, because if you're up 3-0, it's over.
Alek Thomas was plus 1060 to hit a homer.
Mm-hmm.
That's how unlikely that was. And for him to go up there and do that, they got him right back in the series. Like that series should have never gone back to Philly. And even if it did, it should have never been past game 6. But once it left Arizona, it was like, damn, like you let them hang around and you can't do shit like that.
Well, game 6, they came out flat. They didn't do anything. The bats were cold as fuck. And again, when you give somebody confidence to come in your building and win in a hostile environment like that, where it's nationally known that it's hard to play there, and you go there and you win,
it's hard,
and you have a game 7, like you're going in there with some momentum, bro.
Yeah.
So like I knew we were cooked.
I'm telling
all day long. I was like, yo, I have a weird feeling about this game. We are gonna lose.
The crowd was going crazy though. That's what gave me like I was walking up and I was like, we were all hype and we were ready to go. And I'm like, all right, we're gonna do it. And then like I'm saying, I'm here. Then when I saw my cousin, I'm like, yo, this is meant to be. I'm like, I'm with my cousin, I'm with my wife, I was with Mark and Anna, I was with Benos. And I'm like, all right, here we go. Like, this is it. We're gonna be able to celebrate. This is gonna be fun. And then, like I said, slowly but surely, but like I think after that Bohm home run, I think the entire stadium thought we were winning that game, and everyone at home, because it was like, okay, he just broke out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Then it was like the problem. You have black holes throughout your lineup. At that point, your second batter couldn't hit. Your seventh bat, your second, your fourth, your seventh, and your ninth batter were automatic outs.
Well, yeah, they went 1 for 28 from game 6 and game 7. You're talking Shorber.
Yeah,
we're talking Casty, we're talking Turner, and we're talking Bryce.
And well, Shorber had that double, and I'm like, that's a great sign.
That's awesome. That was the 1 out of 28.
Then JT,
that's what I'm saying.
JT got his double, and I'm like, all right, here, or maybe it was a single. I forget to be.
Bryson Stott got a double, RBI double, bring Bohm home. That was a beautiful hit.
Yeah, and I'm like, all right, here we go.
We were up 2-1,
and it just we just couldn't do it. But when it was like 4-2, and we were in the 7th, but to me, like the thing that pisses me off with Rob Thompson, and like, I get it, dude, but the analytics shit drives me crazy because it's like, what are you doing?
Right.
Like I'm trusting Zach Wheeler over Strom. And that's not a knock on Strom. It's just I'm trusting Zach Wheeler. Like I'm so tired of the righty-lefty shit. Righty-lefty, bringing in this lefty to face a lefty, bringing in this righty to face the righty. And it's like, bro, trust the best pitcher that you have.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I'm going to go back to your point with the Alek Thomas. Unfortunately, I know that was a big hit and it might have changed the series, but at the same time, that one hit shouldn't have been the outcome of the series. That's my point. I think we just got cold at the worst time. We choked, man. Let's call it what it is.
It was a choke job.
We choked. We let them climb back into the series and we let it slip away. And that's what's going to happen when you are that's baseball. Anybody can go up and hit a home run. It's just a swing of a bat.
I will say this though, like I'm not going to trash the Phillies.
No.
I was sad. I wanted them to win, but they had an awesome season. Like they were a game away from the NLCS, and it was from the World Series, and it was in our building. And you had first and second down by 2 with Bryce Harper up. What more could you ask for? And in the post game, he said it. I missed it by 1/10 of a second because when he hit that, everybody started yelling because we all thought he had it. In the stadium, it looked like a fucking home run.
Yeah, I got to be honest with you, man. I think I'm done getting my hopes up. I think I'm done singing that song. I think I'm done with all that shit. I think I'm just going to go in there next year. No expectations. If we make the playoffs, I ain't going crazy like I did this year, bro.
You have to.
I know I have to.
That's all part of the fun.
Look, I say this now, but I probably will change. But looking back, I'm like, damn, bro. Like, I'm just tired of fucking of the whole roller coaster shit. You know what I mean? Like, it actually fucks with your day. I'm 31 years old. I ain't got time for fucking sports to be fucking with my day. And it still does.
You know what's crazy?
I'm 31, bro.
So that's funny you said that.
Like, what have we been doing?
Me and Allie are driving home last night, and we're in traffic, and I'm like, fuck, dude. Like, when I was younger, I didn't hate it as much as I hated it last night. Because I'm like, fuck, like, I just don't have time for this.
Mm-hmm.
So we're driving home, and I'm laughing with Allie, and I'm like, as much as I wanted to be able to watch the Phillies Friday night, I'm like, there's like a little small part of me that's like, bro, I went to the game last week. I was fighting the traffic. I'm going to the game this week. I'm trying to put the kids to sleep. I'm trying to watch the game by 8:07. Gianni's not asleep by 8:10. I'm fucking miserable. He wants to stay up and watch the game. He's up till 9:30. Me and Allie can't really do our thing. And I'm like, damn. So there was a part of me that was just kind of like, all right, like I can get back to watching The Bachelor in Paradise. Don't judge me. Shit's fire.
There's a part.
Then it's like, you know, like I can get back to Suits. I can get back to Power, Force Tommy. Like I can get back to my normal routines.
I fuck with Tommy.
But I really, really wanted them to do it because I feel like I really thought like this was our year, man. When they won that game 2 that I was at when it was 10-0, that place was a zoo. Yeah. And I just was like, yo, we're a juggernaut. Like we're that good. And unfortunately, they sucked the wind out of us when Alec Thomas hit that home run and fucking Kimbrel, dude. Like Kimbrel, he was bad in the Braves series.
It's awful.
Every time he threw the ball, it looked like it was going to be a pass ball. Yeah. Every single time he was low and away. And it was just like, it sucked, man.
Well, we just kept getting behind the batter. I mean, it's always 2-0, 3-1.
It's
like, bro, like, that's what I'm saying. And then when the playoffs, they're going to make you pay. And that's what happened. But like in reality, bro, I got to be honest with you. I kind of feel duped. What? I feel duped. I feel like the fans should feel the fucking same way. You guys buy all the jerseys, the merch, the tickets, the parking. You pay an arm and a leg for fucking concessions. Like, think about all this money you put to watch a baseball game and just to have your heart ripped out of your fucking chest. That hurts, bro.
I know.
Like, bullshit aside, people work their ass off. You know what I mean? For their paycheck, and they're putting their money towards the merch into the Phillies, and then just to go out like that, yo, that's gotta hurt. I feel duped. I feel duped. I actually did.
I will say this. I actually remember this. So me and Allie were getting ready to leave, and it was like 5:15. I'm like, yo, can you hurry up? I'm like, we got to get going. I'm not trying to sit in this traffic. Yeah. I'm like, yo, we got to get going.
And you're stressing.
So we left at 5:15. We get on 42. It was empty, and I'm like. We're driving. We get on the bridge in like normal time. And Allie's like, is this game in Arizona? So we start laughing and I'm like, I hope not. Like, you know, we're laughing. So I'm like, I'm starving. I'm like, you want to go to Chickies and Pete's? We go to Chickies and Pete's. Bro, we left at 5:15, ate at Chickies and Pete's, and got to the tailgate at 6:15 in 1 hour. It was empty.
For real?
So I don't know. What? I don't know what was going on. Ask Allie.
It's South Philadelphia in Game 7. That shit was empty.
It was empty, dude.
That shit's bumper to bumper every time I go.
I know. It was empty. And I'm like, this is weird. Like I was saying to Allie, I'm like, are people going to this game? Because like, what was going on? But once you got up to to walk in, it was like, all right, here we go. And then leaving was a nightmare. I just don't know if we just had great timing, to be honest, and we just missed it. But I mean, like 42 opened up to 4 lanes now. It's just not one fucking lane. But
did you use TickPick to get your tickets?
Of course. I'm not paying those bullshit fees.
Yeah, no, I don't blame you.
Anyone not using TickPick when you're going to a game,
it's insane.
If you know about it, it doesn't make any sense. No. It doesn't make any sense, bro. I was looking at them last night, and it was like section 412 was 368 before fee. Or I'm sorry, I was on SeatGeek, and it was like section 412, and it was like 368. And then you hit the little icon that says include fees, and it's 419. And then you go to TickPick, and it's 357 all in. And I'm looking at it and I'm like, okay, so why is anybody using any other platform?
Facts. So you spent an extra $60 using SeatGeek.
I didn't use SeatGeek.
I'm just saying, people that did, they spent an extra $60. They could have not realizing they could have free parking.
Yep.
A free hot dog, a free slapper.
Well, Allie got a hot dog and a water, and it was $15.
So you can get a nice souvenir cup of the Phillies for that. You know what I mean? And along with a hot dog and free parking. Like, to me, that's a no-brainer.
That's it.
You're out of your fucking mind if you don't use TickPick. Like, I don't know what to say.
The guy knows what he's talking about. What can I say?
Mind.
What can I say? He knows how to buy tickets. He knows how to fuck everything.
Yeah, I mean, yo, scream it.
Everything. He knows how to pod.
Hey, yo, Philly Phil, put up his fucking mic.
All right, let's move on. Let's move on. Great season, Phillies. I cannot wait until pitchers and catchers report when we get back to spring ball and we go back and we come for revenge. All right. NBA opened up last night. Lakers lost to the Nuggets, picked up right where they left off in the Western Conference Finals, 119-107.
Yeah.
LeBron played 30 minutes. You crazy. AD had 17 in the first half, nothing in the second half.
Let's talk about that.
Always disappointing, bro. Skip Bayless nailed that. Anthony Davis needs to be studied by science because the Nuggets are just a poor matchup for him because he just gets bodied by
Bro,
Jokic.
You want to hear something funny? I lost my parlay because I had AD,
Oh, you're starting early?
Yo, let's talk about it. I had AD for 25, right? He had 17 and a half. And he didn't have another point, and I lost on that leg. AD, always disappointing. That is exactly him. Bro, I thought he was hurt. I was like, what's going on? Because I'm watching the Phillies, right?
Yeah.
And I'm kind of checking in the game here and there. And I'm looking at it. I'm like, yo, what's going on with AD? Did he get hurt? Street clothes? Is he back in street clothes again? This fast?
And I will say this, dude.
I'm like, bro, he didn't score.
Bro, the disrespect that I used to give to Jokic will never happen again. This dude is just a walking triple-double. He's unbelievable.
He's the best player in the league.
I
said
really
that last
is.
year.
I just can't believe that. I really can't.
It's hard to believe it because he doesn't look.
I wish I
apart.
could find that episode where I clowned you for it so that I could look at that and clown myself because I was such an asshole.
He's a beast.
Because he's the best player in the league, and I'm not sure it's close. That's how good he is. The Warriors also lost to the Suns, 108-104. Chris Paul was kind of ass. Didn't hit any threes.
See, I heard the opposite. I didn't really watch this game either.
He facilitated, which is what they want him to do. But
Colin Cowherd talked about him like he fit, he was the missing piece.
He fit. The problem is again they have no size.
So did you actually peep this game?
No, I mean I kind of looked at box score and I watched some highlights, but like I'm gonna
be real. I didn't watch this game at all.
Yeah.
I was like looking at people's tweets and I'm hearing like somebody was saying the Warriors are cooked. And then also I'm hearing Chris Paul is a perfect fit for Golden State. So I'm like, what's going on?
So I feel like, and just guessing right now, I feel like Chris Paul is a good fit for the second unit. He's not going to fit what they're trying to do with the first unit, but the Warriors are old.
Yeah.
And they have no size. Like Chris Paul would be good with Kuminga, like Cowherd was saying that because he's a distributor. He did it when he was in OKC. Mm-hmm. That's just what Chris Paul does. But it's just, I kind of think the Warriors are cooked myself.
You think so? We say this now. Watch, they're going to go on a 10-game winning streak. Steph's going to hit 30.
Not cooked, but they're not going to be that dominant that they were years ago. And that's okay, but they're still going to be formidable, but they're not going to be able to beat teams like the Nuggets and the Lakers and teams with all that size.
Based on age, too?
Based on age and size. They don't have anybody that can deal with AD, Taurean Prince, Jokic, Aaron Gordon. They're too big. They don't have the size.
Yeah.
They just don't have the size, but
I have a good size.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. All right, now let's go into the NFL. We're going right to fantasy. Give me your freak and geek of the week.
Freak of the week. It's Deontay Foreman, 16 carries, 89 yards, 2 touchdowns, 5 targets, 3 catches, and 31 yards with a touchdown through the air. I played him in fantasy. I played against him in fantasy. That's how trash my opponent is.
Yeah.
You're playing Deontay Foreman. How the fuck do you have him as your star running back? The fact that you do, I mean, look, I'll tip my cap because he dropped 30 piece on me. But the fact that you got to start Deontay Foreman, bro, I wouldn't feel comfortable. I wouldn't have felt comfortable with starting him.
He gonna make himself each.
But you know what? He did great. That's my freak of the week. Geek of the week to me is Calvin Ridley. 1 catch on 5 yards with 4 targets. I mean, is he not involved in Jacksonville? Is he not getting open? Is he not getting separation like he's supposed to with his speed? That's why they got him. Further separation so he can do all those routes, and Trevor Lawrence can hit him in stride. It doesn't look like they're on the same page. So Calvin Ridley to me is my geek of the week.
All right. So for me, my freak of the week is Alvin Kamara, 17 carries for 62 yards, 12 of 14 receptions for 91 yards, and 6 receiving first downs. Alvin Kamara, whoever drafted Alvin Kamara in their league, it's crazy. He is the league winner.
Hi.
He really is. And it's not even so much for the carries. It's the passing. Their offense is garbage, but he's getting 14 receptions behind the line of scrimmage and running. He looks like Alvin Kamara went in year 1 and 2 where Drew Brees lost his arm and was dumping it to him and letting him create. It looks like the same exact thing. It's just, it's 5-6 years later. But Alvin Kamara this year he's been on a tear. If he didn't serve a 3-game suspension, Alvin Kamara would be the RB1 overall, I believe.
You know what's funny about that, though? He has great potential in PPR, but when he runs between the tackles, he gets 2 yards a carry.
That's what I'm saying. He hasn't been effective as a runner.
Yeah.
But when you're getting 14 receptions, 14 targets and 12 receptions.
You're a wide receiver 1.
Yeah.
And some.
Yeah. He's Puka Nacua and fucking, Ramondre Stevenson.
Yeah.
All in one. So
he's heat.
Yeah. My geek of the week is Bijan Robinson. 1 carry for 3 yards. Smoker's cough. They said that he was sick. Look, I don't know if that's true or not. I hope it's true for Bijan owners. What's happening with Bijan this year is we talked about this in the offseason, and I kept saying everybody's saying he's going to be the foregone conclusion of the running back 1 overall offensive rookie of the year, potentially offensive player of the year. He's going to lead the league in yards from scrimmage, blah, blah, blah. And I kept saying this, why he scared me so much in fantasy. Tyler Algier was 1,000-yard rusher. I said it when they drafted him. I didn't understand the draft pick. You have a good running back who was still on his rookie deal.
Yeah.
You have Cordero Patterson. Now, obviously, Cordero Patterson's the odd man out. But Bijan Robinson was mostly getting work in between the 20s, and it was pass catching. Then when they were getting into the red zone, they're using Algier. Last week, they said he was sick, but he got nothing. So I don't know. Bijan owners right now, for me, it's like, let's see how many carries and what he does this week. But like, he's kind of a sell for me. He really is, dude. I'm nervous about that. And it's mainly because what I was thinking was going to happen when we were talking about it back in July and August, this is exactly what I thought was going to happen. He wasn't going to get the volume. Look what David Montgomery did to Jahmyr Gibbs. We were saying we love Jahmyr Gibbs. Now, Jahmyr Gibbs had a great week this week because Montgomery was out. But does that fall off when Montgomery comes back? I don't know.
I'm kind of the opposite of you, though. I know you say he's a sell. I think he's a buy low.
Bijan?
Mm-hmm. The next 3 games, they play the Titans. They play the Vikings. They play the Cardinals. Then they got a tough matchup against the Saints and Jets.
So you're going
I think I think he's a buy. I think if you buy him low, you play him a couple of games. If he goes bananas against these weak opponents, then you could flip him before the trade deadline and then go, boost your roster up.
So that's a sell high.
After in a couple weeks, in about a month. I think right now he's a buy low.
So you're saying buy him and then sell him?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Because the schedule gets hard.
Yeah.
You got the Saints, you got the Jets, then you get the Bucks, the Panthers, the Colts, the Bears, and the Saints again.
Bijan is talented as shit.
He's awesome.
The problem that I had with him wasn't about it was the fit.
Yeah.
And Desmond Ridder is some shit.
It wasn't a need. That's what it was. It just wasn't a need.
And to some degree, it's a dub for me. So that's just like I never understood it from the moment they drafted him. I didn't get it, and I kept saying, I'm like, there's no way you're just taking a 1,000-yard rusher and pushing him off to the side. And now it's like, dude, are you confused on how to use them because you have too many skill players in your backfield?
Probably.
So I don't know. I don't know, but I am curious to see what happens to him over the next few weeks. My brother's an owner of him too, because my brother, everybody was saying like, "Yo, what the fuck is going on?"
I have him in my other league, but I mean, he fell at 9, so I was like, all right, whatever. It's worth it at that point.
Yeah.
So I was like, whatever. But I don't love the pick either, dude.
I'm just confused. It's not a fit.
I didn't love drafting him. Yeah, I felt the same way you did. I felt the same way because I had Tyler Algier last year and he was fucking excellent. And I'm just sitting there like, why did you waste a draft pick on a running back when he was awesome?
Pick.
He was great.
8th pick.
Tyler Algier, he's legit.
All right, Scooper Poop. Darrell Henderson, Old Faithful.
Poop. He's poop. The Rams are going to split carries between all their backs. I know Darrell Henderson is a bull and he looked like he was taking over, but Royce Freeman had a fucking solid game fucking 5 years later. And then, they just rotate backs. I'm just out on the Rams in general in terms of running backs, unless Kyron Williams was there, who was the workhorse in general. I'm out on all Los Angeles Rams running backs.
I'm a Scoop. I think he knows the system. He dominated the work this week, and it was his first week coming in. I think that he's a great option to go. The Rams offense is surprisingly better than most people thought.
Yeah, I was wrong.
They score. They got 2 legit weapons, which opens up the run game with Puka and fucking Cooper out there. I like Darrell Henderson. I just played against him this week. He had a good game.
He's heat.
Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
Poop. Absolute poop. I would not fear your team if you picked up Marquez Valdez-Scantling. I promise you, I swear to God, you will not strike fear in my heart if you pick up MVS on your squad. I know he's on the Chiefs. I get it. But Rashee Rice is the best wide receiver. I know he had a good game, Marquez Valdez-Scantling. I know. I get it. But if you watch the game, the dude was wide open in the middle of the field to get all of his fantasy points in that one play. So to me, I'm out on that. That ain't going to happen every game. It's just going to happen in, here and there in a blue moon. I'm out on that. That's fantasy. In fantasy, I need consistency. He's not consistent. I'm out. Poop.
I'm out on MVS. I think he's booty. I think what you said, he's a product of being wide open in the middle of the field, similar to Travis Kelce, which is a different argument for a different day. Patrick Mahomes throws to this dude, and he runs for 10 fucking yards before you see a safety, a cornerback, or a linebacker. But I'm totally out on him, dude. I never trusted him. I said when he went there, when he left Green Bay, and everybody was saying how good he was going to be, and I kept saying, I'm like, he stinks. He's Chase Claypool Jr.
Yeah.
So totally out on him. Give me Rashee Rice. He's going to be very good down the stretch because him and Patrick Mahomes, I feel like, have been building, and it's going to come to a point where it boils over. Dalton Kincaid.
Oh, this guy is an absolute scoop. 8 targets, 8 catches, 75 yards. This guy, what's his name? Dalton Knox. Yeah, Dalton Knox is out. Like this guy, this is why they drafted him. They're gonna implement him in the offense. They need another playmaker on the Buffalo Bills outside of Stephon Diggs because Gabe Davis, I don't know where the fuck he's at. So they need somebody to take over as a second role. I think Dalton Kincaid can do that. He's a scoop for me.
Full scoop.
Yeah.
Full scoop. He is going to be a monster. Shout out Seamus. That was a great pickup, dude, for real. He's going to be a monster. He's going to be a monster because, like you said, they don't have a second playmaker out there. And they drafted him for this reason. And now you don't have Dawson Knox, who, look, he was involved because him and Josh Allen have been playing together for 3-4 years. They have their rapport, they're boys, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But now that you have Dalton Kincaid, who's after Diggs? It's him.
Yeah,
it's him.
They're looking for the second option,
and it's going to be him. I think like him getting the 8 targets and stuff like that. I think that's going to be moving forward.
Yeah.
Last one, Jackson Smith and Jigba.
I love this kid, man. I drafted him, and then I had to drop him because he just wasn't getting the ball, wasn't involved in the offense. But to me, he's a scoop. This kid is really good. I think he's going to get more and more involved in the offense. DK Metcalf is a little injured. I know he's got his hip and ribs or whatever. Obviously, it's not a serious injury. I hope not, because I have DK Metcalf.
Yeah.
But at the same time, he's out, so somebody's got to take his shoes. JSN was drafted for a specific reason. I think they're going to implement him into the offense a lot more in the coming weeks. I love JSN. Scoop him.
I'm a scoop too. I think before the year we were talking about him, and I said I loved him. I thought that he was going to be one of the big prominent rookie wide receivers.
That was my rookie this year. Yeah.
I know, and then you wound up getting DK, which was off. But I'm curious to see when DK's healthy, him and Tyler Lockett. Is it just like a little bit comes from each, or does one get phased? Like, does Tyler Lockett just become your deep threat? I'm curious. How does it work? How do they work him in? Because I think once you see a wide receiver pop like this, you want to get him more involved and keep the confidence going and keep it rolling and stuff like that. It's just there's only so many targets to go around when you have Kenneth Walker, who needs to get the ball as well because he's a stud running back.
Yeah.
So I am curious to see how he gets worked in, but he's a total scoop to me, especially with DK being banged up. If DK is in and out of lineups, for the next few weeks or however long, he slides right in. That's a good offense.
Yeah, it's a good.
So whoever can pick him up, I think he's going to be in wide receiver 3 territory.
Yeah,
for the rest of the season.
Fringe wide receiver 4.
Yeah,
flex option. Bye week options. Yeah, he's legit. I think he's going to be a good player. I think he's got a lot of upside. I don't think he peaked yet. I know he scored. I think we just got a glimpse of what he can do. And I think that's where people are probably hopeful for the future.
That's exactly what I was saying. And that's what I meant by like building the confidence. But you keep going like that, you build on it. It's like, all right, man, here we go. Like Olave last year, Garrett Wilson last year. You just see stuff like that. And it's like, all right, here we go. Then Jamar Chase, his rookie year, snapped and it was over from there. But like you saw last year when Chase went down, what did Higgins do? Higgins went right into the number 1 role. That's why I think after the season, I'm a little worried for the Bengals because I think a team like the Panthers that lost DJ Moore are going to pay him a lot of money to be their 1 because I think T. Higgins is a true 1.
I think T. Higgins might go to Kansas City.
He could go to Kansas City. He could go to Dallas. Dallas needs a wide receiver. They don't know how to use Brandon Cook. We're going to get there. But
yeah, I got you.
T. Higgins might go. So I think T. Higgins is going to get a lot of money in the offseason because I think T. Higgins is a stud, and I think he's the 10th best receiver in the league, to be honest.
I got a question for you before we get into our next topic, but
hit me.
Is Puka Nacua and Cooper Kupp the number 1 duo in the league? Is it arguable?
As of right now,
I just want to know, is it arguable that they could possibly be number one?
You want to know why I'm going to say yeah? Because you can make an argument right now that fantasy-wise, Puka is more valuable than Cooper.
Why? Because he'll get the number two.
Because he's getting the same. He's doing the same thing that Cooper Kupp's doing.
Just playing against a less
and he's been
talented corner.
And it's been seven games. And he's going against the wide receiver. He's going against the second corner.
Bro, they got a bomb squad.
They do. And we're gonna get to them. We'll talk to them. I think and Matt Stafford's been playing great this year. Matt Stafford's been playing fucking awesome this year.
I'm so happy the Rams kind of proved me wrong a little bit because I shitted on them preseason. I just didn't like their team. I didn't like their makeup. I just didn't think they were gonna hold up. I didn't see Puka Nacua coming along. I didn't see because like when Cooper Kupp is out for the first 4 games, you're thinking, all right, well, who the hell do they got? Tutu Atwell, all right, that's cool. Van Jefferson, cool.
He served the
Higbee, cool, but like you don't got that guy, But Puka stepped up, and he's like, "Holy fuck, this is like a Cooper Kupp dude."
I know.
So now it begs me the question: like, is this the best duo in the NFL? Like wide receiver?
I would probably say,
or is it premature?
Look,
it's fair to say
right
premature,
now, but like Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison, you can argue. T and Chase, you can argue. AJ and Devontae, that's probably the best duo in the game. AJ and Devontae, because that's 2 true number ones.
Yeah.
But Tyreek and Jalen. So like I'm just saying they're in that discussion, but when you essentially have 2 Cooper Kupps, I don't know what you're supposed to do with that. You have the same wide receiver that the cornerbacks can't handle, and when you're getting 12 catches on 15 targets on 150 yards, what are you supposed to do with that? And that's your second best playmaker?
No, he's really good.
What are you supposed to do with that? And that's what I'm saying. Like Jordan Addison wasn't getting heavy targets, but he was doing his thing. And Jordan Addison was my offensive rookie of the year. And it looked like the right choice until Puka Nacua decided to snap.
Hold on, bro. This dude, Puka Nacua, right? Let's rattle off his stats right quick. Bro, he played 7 games, right? This guy has 58 catches, 752 yards, and 2 touchdowns. If you told me that was going to be his entire season stat line, I would have said he had a good year.
Yeah.
For a rookie, 5th round draft pick. I would say if this season ended right now, his stats for the whole season is 17 game sample. That's a pretty good sample.
The dude's on pace for 116 catches and
more
1,700. Yeah, no, more than that. I'm sorry, because I was just doubling it. So he's on pace for 130 catches, call it, and 1,900 yards. He's a 5th round rookie.
That's what I'm saying.
So it's
58
wild.
catches. Come on, man. We got to have there's going to be a discussion coming around, and we're going to talk about our top wide receiver duos next week. We'll do that next week.
Yeah.
Does that sound good to you?
Yeah. So
because I'm interested in this topic because when I look at the stats and I look at the production, bro, Puka Nacua is shitting on people.
I know.
He knows how to. He does the toe taps and all. He knows how to play wide receiver.
Yeah.
He's a good fucking player.
I know.
And they're putting him in good position to succeed. So like. Yeah, that's an interesting topic. We're tabling that.
What?
The top duos.
The top duos?
No doubt. Because I think there's an argument to be made.
All right. Speaking of that, I want to do a top 10 quarterbacks as of right now, week 8 in the NFL, the 10 best quarterbacks in the league. Do you want to start this off or do you want me to start this off? And I'm going to reiterate, this is not overall, like obviously Joe Burrow is better than certain people on this list. I'm just saying as of right now, the top 10 best quarterbacks in the league through week 8. So if the list seemed fucked up a little bit, they may, but they're real.
I'm always real. All right. So this is my top 10 right now.
Starting off?
I'll start off. I have no problem. I have no problem hearing your criticism and your bullshit. This is my thoughts. If you don't like it, kiss my fucking ass. I don't give a shit. All right. So this is my number 1. Number 1, of course, is Patrick Mahomes. Let's stop the bullshit, right? It's not Cap. He's number 1. He's the best quarterback in the league right now.
Cap.
Number 2, Tua. Tua Tagovailoa is the second best quarterback right now. Second best. Third, I got Jared Goff, dog. He's playing awesome. I know he got blown out last game, but I'm not going to let one game overshadow the entire thing. I'm just not going to do it. 3, 4, I got Kirk Cousins, dog. Yo, he is balling out. Look at his stats. He is top 3 in everything almost. He's awesome. He's been playing lights out football without Justin Jefferson. He made Jordan Addison look like Justin Jefferson last week. 5, I got Josh Allen. Josh Allen, I know he made a lot of mistakes, but he's got 15 touchdowns. Without him, the Bills are probably fighting for the number 1 overall pick. I would agree. Number 6, I got Lamar Jackson. Number 7, I got Trevor Lawrence. 8, I got Brock Purdy. 9, Jalen Hurts. And 10, I got Justin Herbert. That's my quarterback hierarchy right now.
Okay, so I'm gonna start this off, and this is the correct list. At number 1, this is the correct list. And at number 1, during the offseason, me and Theories had a debate. And I said, I think Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen are in the same tier of quarterbacks. And I was dead wrong, because not only are they not in the same tier of quarterbacks, Lamar Jackson is definitively better than Josh Allen at this moment in time. Lamar Jackson is the best quarterback in the league right now. At number 2, we got Patrick Mahomes. At number 3, we got Jared Goff. That's funny that you have Jared Goff. At number 4, I got Jalen Hurts. What else do you want? The dude's thrown for 1,800 yards, and everybody's telling me that he lost a step running, but that's his strong suit, and that's not his best attribute, is throwing from the pocket. That's cap. Look at what he's doing, especially when he's running around and making moves on the throw. At number 5, I got Tua. They have also been a product of a weaker schedule, and I think that's coming to light now. When they've played 2 of the better teams in the league, they kind of got the shit beat out of them, which I think is concerning. I don't think that the Dolphins are trash. I am like on kind of like there's like a bit of like caution signs around them for me, because like I got to see them go in there and get Grizzly. At number 6, I got Trevor Lawrence. He's been like steady, and then there's like a small dip. I just feel like everybody expected Trevor Lawrence to put up gaudy numbers this year, and he's not doing like the MVP shit and the 1 seed, but they're tied for the most wins in the AFC. At number 6, I got Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins, it might be the most underrated quarterback in the league. When Justin Jefferson got hurt, everybody thought the Vikings were going to be worse than they already were, and they have a soft-ass schedule coming up. The Vikings might get up in there.
Mm-hmm.
Kirk Cousins has been great. Shout out to Kirk. At number, hold on, whoa, I lost my point. 6. At number 8, I got CJ Stroud, dog. The dude's got 9 touchdowns and 1 interception on the fucking Texans. They're 3-3. They went into their bye week. He's thrown to Tank Dell, Nico Collins, Dalton Schultz. Damian Pierce has been nothing this year. CJ Stroud has been one of the most impressive rookie seasons that I can remember for a quarterback. Can you think of one off the top of your head where you were just blown away when he stepped right into as a rookie? Because CJ Stroud is legitimately blowing me away.
I have.
Who?
Brock Purdy.
I mean, I guess, yeah. That's good. But he didn't start the year and stuff. He came in the middle. So I'm saying like right off the jump, CJ Stroud was great. I mean, dude, the dude was throwing for was throwing for 300 yards right off the bat.
I'm trying to think of another quarterback, actually.
242 yards, 384, 280, 306, 249, 199. 9 touchdowns, 1 interception, a 96 rating, 1,660 yards. Completion percentage is low at 59.6. But again, look who he's throwing to. Look at what he's producing for Nico Collins. Let me get back to my list. At number 9, I have Josh Allen. Too much of a roller coaster, too inconsistent. This dude is up and down. You never know what you're getting week to week. Josh Allen is the same exact quarterback as Carson Wentz. The only difference between Josh Allen and Carson Wentz is that he's more liked in the locker room and he hasn't gotten injured yet. They are the same exact quarterback. They're reckless. They're inconsistent. Week to week, you have no idea what you're getting. Josh Allen will never win a Super Bowl because he's not consistent enough. He's not consistent enough, and I stand on that. And then at number 10, I got Joe Burrow. Having a little bit down year of stats, but I think that he's starting to get healthy. They just beat the Seahawks. He got back to 500. He's getting smacked because his offensive line, they keep spending money on it, and it's garbage. But look, Joe Burrow is the second best quarterback in the league when he's healthy. But I feel like he's a little bit forgotten about now because it was the bye week.
He's not on my list.
I understand that.
He just hasn't played.
I know, but putting Justin Herbert there is beyond me.
Well, I'm just going based on my list. I think he's the 9th best quarterback right now.
Who?
Herbert.
Hell no.
Well, I like to think that his defense let him down in a couple of games too, in fairness.
What about his offensive line for Joe Burrow?
Joe Burrow?
I'm just off Justin Herbert, dude. This dude, He just gets too many.
He gets passes, no doubt about
can't
it. But
take it
like
anymore
at the
with him.
same time, like his defense really isn't that good, though. I mean, in fairness,
I mean, it's not, but
they are bottom.
it's two is good.
I would say it's a little bit better than them.
They're both not very good, but Tua is overcoming that.
True.
And everybody acts like Justin Herbert don't have weapons. The
True.
dude's got a bomb squad.
Yeah, I don't like his coach though. I think his coach is a little bonehead.
He is, but
it doesn't help his.
But
cause.
then again, there's no reason that CJ Stroud is better than Justin Herbert right now, and he is.
Yeah, right now.
That's what I'm saying. This is all current right now shit.
Right.
This is not like overall.
I'm surprised you have Lamar at number 1 though, and I'm like so shocked by it because like I don't understand it.
Bro, Lamar Jackson right now is the MVP frontrunner.
I don't know why.
Because he's playing excellent, dude.
But what's so excellent about it though?
Look who he's throwing to. His team is hurt again. He lost his running back. He lost 7 starters. They're 5-2.
You can't say look who he's throwing to. He's got Mark Andrews and Zay Flowers. Zay Flowers he's not just a rookie. He's a damn good rookie.
But I thought Lamar Jackson wasn't good at throwing the ball. So how's Lamar Jackson doing it?
Lamar Jackson had his best game throwing the football last game. That was the best game I've ever seen Lamar Jackson throw the football. They absolutely crushed the Lions.
I know, which was wild. And
So,
it's like, don't sell your stock on the Lions. We're going to talk about
that.
No,
I'm not. That's why I have Jared Goff ahead of him because I think Jared Goff has still been good. He's still been great. I'm not going to let one game, like they got blown out 38-6. The Lions, they were a 5-1 team. I like to look at that game as like a little bullshit, fluky kind of game.
They were due. They were due.
Like I expect them to respond.
Here's the thing. When you got Lamar throwing to hanging in the pocket, running around, and then throwing a dime to Nelson Aguilar, he's throwing to Rashad Bateman. Rashad Bateman,
he played good.
He's been okay, but like Rashad Bateman is overrated. Because like they were talking about Rashad Bateman like he was a 1 last year.
I don't think he's even rated.
Yeah, I think yeah, you're right. Because Rashad Bateman is some shit.
Yeah.
And I just feel like for me right now, Lamar Jackson is the best quarterback. He's playing the best football in the league, man. Like I am a huge fan of this dude. And I just think that he doesn't have a true number 1 wide receiver. And while Zay Flowers has been great, that's cool and all. But it's Lamar Jackson throwing to nobodies again, besides Mark Andrews. And it's like Zay Flowers, I know he's been good, but he's a rookie, dude.
He's been damn excellent, though.
I know he has. But that is also supporting my point in that because I know he's been good, but who's throwing the guy throwing him the ball is the guy that everybody keeps telling me can't throw the ball. And I think that after 7 games now in the new offense with Todd Monken, I feel like Lamar Jackson is just getting better as a thrower. The old regime wasn't letting him throw the ball. Now they're letting him throw the ball. And you saw what was on display against the Lions. And the Lions defense isn't trash.
Right.
The Lions defense is decent. Like, I think right now, Lamar Jackson's the best quarterback in the league. I really do. He's on pace to throw 4,000 yards. You feel me?
4,000? Wow. He's finally going to break 3,000 for the first time since his MVP season. That's a feat in itself.
He was an MVP though, right?
Yeah.
He was. How many Josh Allen got?
Don't matter.
I know.
How many MVPs does Drew Brees have? Is he better than Drew Brees?
No.
Fuck out of here.
No,
That's
he's
what
not.
I'm saying.
No, he's not.
So you can't measure MVPs based on that.
But they go into the argument when you're talking about it.
It can support your argument. It's not the end all be all because what we're comparing between Josh Allen and Lamar, the only thing we are adding on Lamar is just the MVP.
Which is important.
That's it.
Which is important.
That's it. He's not better than Josh.
He's better than Josh Allen. He's more consistent than Josh Allen. He does more with less. And that's the problem. Bro, you can't sit there and tell me that week to week you feel comfortable watching a Josh Allen game. You truly don't know what you're getting. The dude just lost to the Patriots.
Yeah, it's a division game.
I said it. He's a fantasy quarterback, bro. He's amazing in fantasy.
The Ravens lost to the Bengals.
The Bengals
are some shit. They've been some shit, Mike.
Who?
The Bengals.
They're 3-3. Joe Burrow was hurt.
They lost. They beat the Bengals. They won by 3. I'm sorry. They lost to the Colts. That's what I meant. The Colts.
The Colts are better than the Patriots.
They lose to the Colts, though.
They're better than the Patriots.
At home.
You told me.
So they lost at home.
Dallas lost to the Cardinals, and you told me I don't matter.
They lost at home to the Colts.
I love you so much.
Right?
Who?
The Ravens.
Okay.
And then they lost to the Steelers.
The Steelers are good. The Steelers are 4-2. Fuck we on.
Bro, the Steelers are all right. They don't score many points. The Steelers, they're not that good.
So would you rather score less points and win or score more points and lose? Would you rather be Justin Herbert right now or Josh or
the Steelers wins have been the Browns in week 2, which I think that's a great win. right?
The Browns are 4-2.
They beat the Raiders and they beat the fucking Rams. They lost to the Ravens. They lost to the Texans. They lost to the Niners. Like, I can't say they're a good team. Like, I think the Ravens have been really impressive. Like, I think the Ravens are winning the division. I had them in preseason.
I know.
I think Lamar's playing excellent. I texted you when they were playing the Lions. I was like, yo, this is the best half I've ever seen Lamar Jackson throw the football. Did I not?
I started it off because I was in pod mode, and I was just like, yo, Lamar Jackson, he can't throw for shit.
I was impressed. I was watching him. I was watching very closely because I had the Octo box. So I was watching it. That was one of the games.
Shout out YouTube TV.
Yeah,
the best.
Absolutely. That was one of the games. And I'm like, damn, yo, Lamar Jackson is just awesome. Like, I like the way that they had their scheme where he's peeling out in the pocket. He's using his legs to bring the linebackers forward, and then he's throwing it.
There's no way to stop that.
There's no way to stop that. It's like a Madden play almost to a degree. So like I was watching that. I'm like, wow, that's a really impressive way to get your guy going.
Were you talking about the throw that he did to Odell Beckham over the middle?
It was amazing.
That was exactly when I texted.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying that.
Yeah.
Because that was when I was like, all right, this dude's balling right now.
He was on fire. Like, there was nothing that was stopping Lamar Jackson and the Ravens that Sunday. There's like nothing.
Yeah.
Like the Lions, I think the Lions have a pretty decent defense. They got absolutely manhandled the entire game from the fucking beginning whistle to the end. They got absolutely destroyed. 38-6.
I'm trying to think of who else you had.
I had the Lions winning this game too.
I know.
And they got their ass. They got their ass kicked.
I'm trying to think of who else you had in there.
And who?
In your top 10. I had CJ Stroud at 8.
I had Purdy.
Yeah, I know. Brock Purdy was a good one. I think with the last two, it's kind of like,
bro,
you can lose though.
Look, Brock Purdy last game, the only two plays he had was the last 2 drives.
Yeah, I know.
Well, look,
he played fine.
It was with the game on the line, but other than that, dude, he was getting 3rd and 13s, and he was converting, going to Ayuk across the middle for 25 yards. He was slinging the rock. Let's call it what it was. He was playing. He didn't play lights out, but he played well enough to win the game, and he played pretty good.
And the other part, this is what I don't like too.
It's not fair.
Can we please give Kyle Shanahan some fucking blame? Your defense just got the shit beat out of them, and you're talking about Brock Purdy. It's never Kyle Shanahan's fault. That's why I can't stand this dude as a coach. That's why I can't stand this.
Their defense lost in the game. I said that in my TikTok video.
Dude. I'm just so tired of like you're talking about Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy was, amazing for 9, 10, 11 games. I'm sorry, 13 games because it was 5 this year. And then he loses 2 and it's like, oh, should we start Sam Darnold? Are they going to trade for Kirk Cousins? And it's like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
It's because everybody's waiting for the fall of Brock Purdy. Like, I understand. Look, I get it. He threw 2 picks, but is he really prone to making mistakes like that? He's got 3 picks on the year. What are we talking about here, right? And then I had somebody comment on my fucking TikTok video saying, "Oh, what do you mean he didn't play good? What do you mean he played well? He threw 2 interceptions." And I'm like, okay, did you watch the game? Because outside of those last 2 drives, he wasn't the problem. He wasn't the reason why San Fran lost the game.
I know.
So stop the nonsense. The reason why they lost the game wasn't because of Brock Purdy. It was because that overrated defense that everybody talks about, including myself, like, fuck, they got their ass kicked. They got manhandled. They couldn't stop the Vikings. The Vikings had their number. They had that defense in a goddamn blunder the entire game. The Niners could not figure out what the Vikings were doing to them. And they were absolutely getting shredded. I think the Niners secondary is the problem. They couldn't cover Jordan Addison. They kept holding, that
touchdown
PI
catch he made it's
crazy.
Wild.
Yeah. But like, look, it could have went the other way too. But again, he was the aggressor. That's what you need. So if you are the vaunted Niners defense and you are the hard-hitting team, you're taking that ball away. You're going to the house, bro. Like you're picking it at least. You're not letting somebody take it away from you. What the fuck is that?
I know.
You let somebody steal your lunch money?
He sunned them.
That's crazy.
They ran his pockets.
That's crazy. But yeah, no, that's the reason why they lost. Brock Purdy wasn't the problem.
All right, let's move on. Week 7 recap. Eagles beat the Dolphins 31-17. Do you think the Eagles made a statement? Because I do.
Oh, absolutely. I knew the Eagles were going to make a statement. I never believed the Dolphins were winning this game. I've even bet the Eagles to win by even more. Because I just felt like the Dolphins were in a weird territory. You come into a hostile environment. The Eagles had something to prove, right? And coming off a loss, an embarrassing loss, that is.
Yep.
And I knew the Eagles were coming out rocking the Kelly Greens. Come on, bro. They weren't losing this game. Not rocking the Kelly Greens with the crowd like that. There's no way. And the Eagles, damn, they fucking made a statement. They beat down the Dolphins, and arguably, Dolphins were the best team in the NFL or the best team in the AFC, arguably. So they beat them to pulp.
Yeah, the Eagles made a statement, and I think that's what caused the Jets loss. They overlooked them. They were getting ready for Sunday night. The Kelly Green, like you said, it was the first time them wearing them jerseys in forever. The Eagles, like I said, unless the Eagles put on a show like they did against the Dolphins every single week, everybody's always going to question them.
It's a microscope.
The Eagles are the best team in the NFC, and it's not a question. The Eagles are the best team in the NFC. If you have to come to Lincoln Financial Field, good luck.
What about neutral field?
I would still take them over everybody. Because I know in the NFC, I have the quarterback advantage. There's not a quarterback in the NFC that's on Jalen Hurts' level. There's not a quarterback, and there's not two wide receivers in the NFC that can match up with Smitty and AJ. Who's
You don't think so? I think Jared Goff can compete. Fuck with Jared, yo. Fuck with Jared. I like Jared. I'm an Eagles fan. I root for Jalen Hurts, but there is other quarterbacks that can go toe-to-toe with Jalen Hurts. I mean, Jalen Hurts is not invincible this year.
Yeah, no, I know. But Jalen Hurts makes those plays when he needs to make them.
Sure.
He hangs in the pocket tough. He throws it down the field. Like I said, you have the same people that are saying Jalen Hurts isn't a pocket passer and he needs to throw from the run, and Jalen Hurts isn't doing that this year. He's not running nearly as much. And now he's throwing from the pocket. He's got 1,800 yards. Like, yeah, okay, his touchdowns are down a little bit. His interceptions are up, but it's like they're working out kinks too with their new offensive coordinator.
True.
But if they get click, I don't want the Eagles to click right now. I want them to click in mid-December.
Oh, I agree with you.
When the rest of the teams fall off.
I agree with you.
The 49ers, they were clicking in the first 4 weeks. They're coming back down to earth a little bit. The Browns, are they clicking? Yeah, they're clicking right now. I don't care about right now. Like I said, you're 6-1. You're good. You are good, bro. The Eagles are going to be the number 1 seed in the NFC. The 49ers ain't fucking with us. Dallas ain't fucking with us. The Lions aren't fucking with us. Well, the Lions can. The Lions are going to meet us in the NFC Championship game in Philly, just to reiterate that, because the Lions are the second best overall team in the NFC. But yeah, the Eagles made a statement, bro. They are the best team in the NFC. And when it comes to the big game, Nick Sirianni and Jalen Hurts are ready to fuck anybody up.
I have concerns about Jalen Hurts' turnovers, but I just hope it doesn't butt him in the end, because if they play a really good team, like that, a good defensive team and a good balance, they're going to be in trouble.
I will touch on this.
I know Miami was a good team, but I just don't think they could capitalize because their defense wasn't that good in general. His
turnovers are a little bit alarming, I will say, because they're up. Like he basically is having a turnover a game, because I think he has 8 turnovers.
Oh yeah, it's alarming.
So, but my thing is that the turnovers aren't coming in the worst times possible. The one against the Jets did.
I was going to say, that's cat.
But I can't. But other than that, outside of the Super Bowl, which really sucks with the fumble, he doesn't really make mistakes like that. He protects the ball, which is why I said coming into this year, I'm like, yo, give me Jalen Hurts over Josh Allen all day long.
He's got 8 picks.
Yeah, that's what
crazy.
I said.
Josh Allen has 7.
He had 3 against the Jets.
Perspective. And Mahomes has 6.
Mahomes got a lot this year.
So the interceptions are coming at
it's funny. They're all against the Jets. But all 3 of those quarterbacks had multiple against the Jets, I think.
For real?
Josh Allen did. Jalen Hurts
Maybe Mahomes did.
Mahomes, it was either them or the Broncos. One of them, he had it. But let's talk about the tush push. Or the brotherly shove.
It was 2. He had 2 against the Jets. You're right, Mike.
Who?
Mahomes. He threw for 203 with two interceptions.
I'm going to say this. Phil, put the camera on. I do this. Proceed. Let's talk about the tush push, the brotherly shove, whatever. Because this is getting like seriously really corny now. Everybody crying about this. Tom Brady did it for 20 years.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did, bro.
No, he didn't.
It's a fucking quarterback sneak.
That was the quarterback sneak. This is a different quarterback sneak. Tom Brady didn't do that.
Did you watch Nick Sirianni's postgame?
Did I?
If everybody could do it, they would do it.
I said that last year.
Justin Herbert's getting smacked. Kirk Cousins got bodied by Fred Warner.
Yo, everybody that's watching right now, go to our social networks and you'll see the video of me talking about this play, because the NFL wanted to ban this play. And I said the Eagles are the only team that are successful at it. That's why everybody wants to ban it, because they don't have a quarterback that can fucking squat 600 pounds. They don't have the best offensive line in football. They don't have an elusive, strong quarterback in general that can do that and has an act to actually feel for where the first down marker is. He knows where everything is at all times. They perfected this play. You can't ban it because they're just more successful than everybody else. Everybody has tried it. It has not been successful. Look at the historical statistics on it. I think it's less than 50%.
The league is the Eagles are like 95%. The rest of the league, I think, is like 60%,
63 or something like that.
Something crazy like that.
But that's a wide margin.
Yeah,
because everybody is doing it on 4th and 1. Now a lot of teams are starting to go for it more and more, even deep in their own territory.
Bro, Dak got stuffed. Herbert got stuffed.
Nick, your phone died. I gotta plug in the other one.
Oh,
No, just keep going though.
It's okay. What's understood doesn't need to be said.
my phone died. Yeah, I've been moving a lot different, bro.
I just don't understand it.
My phone has been dying lately. I think it's like, is that an active depression?
No, no. No, I think it's more of like you're lacking direction.
Oh, shit.
I can't believe your phone died, dude.
That is crazy.
No, I'm just playing.
I'm lacking direction?
No.
Wait, what do you mean by that? Speak on it.
Well, normally when like my phone, when it says like, do you want to put your phone on low power mode? I'm like, okay, let me find an outlet and get my charger so that this doesn't happen. And then when it's a Tuesday night and I get home from work and my phone's at 15% and I'm like, I got my pod tonight. I need my phone on just in case wife's got a call or we got to do something here. I'm like, let me charge my phone. Let me have a responsible act and be of adultism. Let me charge it so this doesn't happen. And I'm trying to understand at what point in your day when your phone's getting low and you just see it getting red and yellow and you're like, nah, fuck that charger. I don't need to do that.
I don't think it's a lack of direction. I think it's a lack of care.
A lack of direction.
No, I think it's a lack of care. Direction is like, what do you mean by that?
You need to direct yourself to a fucking outlet.
Are you telling me that I need guidance?
Yeah.
I need guidance.
Yeah. So you know what I'm going to start doing? I'm going to start setting reminders on my phone. Reminders on my phone.
Guidance. What the fuck are we talking about?
I'm going to start setting reminders on my phone, and periodically throughout the day, I'm going to text Nick like, "Yo, bro, did you charge your phone?"
Oh, dude, y'all do that.
That's what I'm going to start doing. That's what I have to do. That's what I have to do, bro. That's what
You're checking on me. You're being a friend.
Yeah, I got to check in on you.
But in general, you said I lack direction. I just want to know what you mean by that. Like, if you're going to air me out in front of people, you might as well just do it fully.
I just
I'm
told
okay.
you that. I just told you that.
I'm accepting it.
I just told you that. Normally, when their phone starts getting below 50% and 40 and 30 and 20, and then it goes red and you get asked to put on low power mode, and then it goes ding, 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 and it says you're at 10%. Most rational people are like, all right, I need to find an outlet. I need to charge my phone. Nick, on the other hand, is like, I'm cool, man. I don't need to charge my phone. Fuck it.
Off topic though. Like, when do you charge your phone though? Like, what percent? What percent is alarming to you where you're like, oh my God, I gotta charge my phone?
Honestly, at like 40. Where 40? I'm like, oh yeah, it's different, bro.
For real?
I got kids.
That's true.
I can't have my phone die. So like it's a little bit different. But like generally speaking, like at 20%, when you go in the low power mode, find a phone, bro. We sit in cubes.
I can't have my phone die. It's crazy.
I can't.
But I can because I don't have responsibilities. That's exactly what he's telling me.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. But here's the thing.
That's what you're telling me.
Well, if
you're telling me I have nothing to worry about. If my phone dies, fuck it. It don't matter. Who's contacting Nick? Who's Nick got to look after? It don't matter.
Well,
that's me.
That's how you're treating it.
That's true.
That's how you're treating it.
That's true.
So if you want me to be honest and open, that's how you're treating it. You're saying that. So here's the thing. When you leave for work, you're like, yo, you call me like, yo, I'm leaving work. And I'm like, all right. And then you don't answer me for 3 hours. And I'm like, yo, is everything okay with my boy? What the fuck's going on? And then 3 hours later, yo, haha, my phone died. Don't even say it.
I do that because I don't want to hear from you. I don't want to hear from you.
And then you know what I say? I say this now. I say, yo, what's understood doesn't need to be said.
That's what you do say that.
That's it now. You don't have to explain nothing to me, bro. It's understood. It doesn't need to be said.
Yo, you a hater, bro.
All right. The Eagles signed, let's get back on track here. Eagles signed Kevin Byard.
Yeah.
They stole Kevin Byard. If I'm the GM of the Titans, I don't pick up the phone anymore for the Eagles.
Why?
They stole him, bro.
Business is business, though, bro.
Not when you're getting ripped every time. Every time. And like, yo, you know what's crazy? Kevin Byard and Reed Blankenship both went to the same college. They played college ball.
What do they know that we don't? Like, why are they giving him away for so cheap? He is 30. Let's be real.
Yeah, he's an upgrade for us.
Sure, he is. No, I get it. I think it's a smart move because it's a veteran move. He was excellent with the Titans.
And we're only
he's had
paying
some
him
really
$2
good
million.
years. And yeah, no, we're not paying him anything. I think it's an excellent veteran move for the Eagles. It's just such a Howie move that's so calculated.
Yep.
And it's a great move for the Eagles right now. But in totality, like, I don't want to be like, oh my God, like the Eagles, like we got Kevin Byer, we're gonna be so nasty. Like, let's pump the brakes.
Oh
a
no,
little
he's
bit.
gonna
Like,
be excellent.
he's gonna be
alongside
good.
Brad Barrett, and he could play nickel corner.
No, he's gonna be good. I just like I'm trying to damper the expectations a little bit. Like, he's not like a Troy Polamalu kind of guy, but like,
no shit.
that's what I'm saying though. I feel like everybody's like, oh my God, we got
no.
Kevin Byer. We're gonna go to the bowl. We're gonna kill everybody. It's like, all right, bro.
It's just
like,
an extremely good upgrade.
yeah, sure. But let's say that.
Yeah.
Let's not say, oh my God, we got Kevin Byard. He's going to be the next Dawkins for us. Like, I don't think that's happening. I think he's going to fill in the role this year and maybe next year if he does come back, and we'll see. But I'm a we'll see kind of guy.
I'll put you this though: he's going to help the Eagles defense not be had.
Yeah, probably.
He's going to help us not be had.
Yeah, our safeties are really bad.
That's for damn sure. Speaking of being had. Damn, I'm the transition king. Ravens beat Lions 38-6. They didn't just beat them; they beat the shit out of them. You think Lamar Jackson's the front runner for MVP right now?
No, no. I mean, why would he be? He has 2 losses.
Okay.
Yeah. Why would he be the front runner for MVP? Who else is competing for him? Is he the Vegas odds? Is he the odds-on favorite?
I actually don't know. Go ahead, keep talking. Go ahead.
If he's the odds-on favorite, I'm going to say no. I'll fade that. I just, you know how I feel about it.
Mahomes, he's number 4 at plus 700. That's good value.
Lamar is?
Yeah.
That's great value.
Jalen Hurts is 3rd at plus 450.
I like that. I do like that.
And Patrick Mahomes is at plus 240, which makes no sense.
But it does, because the record. They're going off record. They're going off the wins and losses. That's how Brady lost his shit. Remember when he had the better stats than Rodgers, but Rodgers had the record? They're going by that shit. That's what they're doing, man.
You're right.
You know,
I actually think Lamar plus 700 is a good ass bet.
I think it's a great value bet. If you actually believe in your heart and soul that he's the best quarterback in the league right now, and you can get him at plus 700, do it. I do it all day. I put 100 on it and just go to bed.
Yeah, I actually might do that. Those are big odds.
Who is my MVP though? My MVP is like
a few weeks ago. I said it was Mahomes. I think after the Jets game when we were talking about it, and I just said like, yo, I know he had a tough game, but he pulled it out. And at that time, nobody was really pulling away. But like after this game against the Lions, man, like a beatdown like that, I'm just like looking and I'm like, people forget what Lamar does because the last 2 years he ended the year, around week 12.
CMC's MVP, no doubt.
Still,
no doubt, bro. He scored twice against the Vikings. Without him, I mean,
I don't.
He was a game time decision and scored twice. He scored in 16 fucking straight games.
There's nothing,
bro. So you score in 16 professional NFL games. Like, that's crazy to me. Professional football, you score 16 times in a row as a running back.
I know.
Come on, you got an act for the end zone.
Do you think the Ravens exposed the Lions?
I don't know if they exposed them. I think the Lions just had a bad game.
Yeah.
And that happens. We see it all the times. Like the Eagles will have a bad game. They'll have a clunker like last week against the Jets.
Yeah.
Everybody was down on the Eagles afterwards. And what happened? They came out and they smacked the Dolphins. I expect the Lions to rebound here. Like, I know they might have exposed some things that the Lions don't do well.
Yeah.
And the Ravens kind of exposed their strengths against their weaknesses. Sure. Yeah, absolutely. But outside of that, I'm not going to say they're exposed per se. I would just say that they had a bad game.
I don't think they exposed the Lions at all. I think it was just one of those games where the Lions were cooking all season.
They were feeling themselves.
And it was a letdown game. Like, those games are going to happen. And it just I thought also, too, the Lions are catching the Ravens when the Ravens are starting to peak. I think the Ravens are going to begin their peak, which is why I said what I said, that right now, to me, Lamar's the best quarterback in the league. And I think he's the MVP favorite. Because I think the Ravens are getting ready to hit their peak. And I think this was like the week before I think they started it. This was the week where it was like, okay, here we go. Because I think it took them some games to get accustomed to Todd Monken, the passing game. Like, Lamar was running the ball 50 times a game with the previous, offensive coordinator. And he's not doing that anymore. He's running when he has to. But when you good?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. Everything's good over here.
All right.
I'm laughing because you're going to hate me later, but that's all right.
All right. Should the Ravens be Super Bowl favorites? Because I think they should be the Super Bowl favorites in the AFC. If
Hell no.
If Lamar stays healthy,
Oh, hell
Ravens,
no, bro.
the Ravens should be considered amongst the top for favorites in the AFC.
Number one?
They should be. Yeah, they should be tied.
No, the Chiefs got to be number one, bro.
I think the Ravens could mess with the Chiefs, family.
To be the man, you got to beat the man, bro.
Yeah,
the Chiefs
do.
are the best, bro. Like they should be the odds-on favorites AFC. Absolutely, bro. It's the Kansas City Invitational, bro, to get there now.
I think the Ravens are coming.
It used to be the New England one. Now it's in Kansas City.
I think the Ravens are coming. They're coming.
You think they're going to beat the Chiefs?
If the Ravens meet the Chiefs in the AFC title game, Lamar's going to his first Super Bowl.
In Kansas City. You going to throw in that cold? That's tough. That's where Lamar, for me, I worry so much.
No, yet.
That's what gets me with Lamar. I just had to see it in cold weather, bro.
It's a fair worry, but he does play in Baltimore. Like, he's used to the weather. He's used to the weather now. It ain't fucking sunny and hot in Baltimore.
No, but it's
but I'm just saying, if the Ravens are at home, I love them. Because I think the Ravens with Josh Allen, I think the Ravens with Lamar Jackson have the tools to beat Kansas City. I really do. That's how high I am on the Ravens.
Kansas City's defense is playing excellent football this year, though, man. So
I am high on the Ravens, and I think Lamar Jackson, dude, is playing fucking awesome. I really do. And I just think that people, not that they're undercutting him, I just feel like nobody believes in Lamar Jackson that much because the last two seasons he didn't get into the playoffs because he was hurt. But like, dude, he has 4 games of a passer rating over 109.
Mm-hmm.
No other quarterback has 2. Or one other quarterback has 2. And it's probably Mahomes. I don't even know who it is.
Probably Jared Goff.
Maybe, right? But I'm just saying, bro. Don't sleep on Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson's second to Patrick Mahomes in winning percentage. He's got 51 wins as a starter. Lamar Jackson can play quarterback, dude. He's being wildly slept on. It's crazy to me.
Wake me up.
I will. I'm gonna actually wake you up now because we're gonna talk about the Patriots upsetting the Bills, 29-25. But first, before we get to your honey boo boo, do you think the Patriots can go on a run?
No. I'm just being honest. There's no way.
No.
Nah, their schedule is absolutely brutal. Like, regardless,
that's the problem.
It's not even just their schedule. I just don't have any faith in their entire offense. I mean, I know they won this game and I get it, but at the same time, bro, like, I don't like any of their weapons. What happened to Ramondre Stevenson? Do they even have a pass catcher out? I mean, look, Kendrick Bourne has been excellent, but like, is that sustainable throughout the whole season? Does he have that kind of talent where he can take off and lead this team to, in receiving yards and take over the passing game to help Mac Jones? I don't know. I haven't seen it.
DeMario Douglas.
I got my doubts, but DeMario, he's all right. He's okay for his skill set. He's not an every down wide receiver.
All right, listen.
But the Patriots are doing that.
Listen to me, big family. What Mac Jones is throwing to is basically what Lamar has to throw to, up until this year because they got Zay. But before that,
get the fuck out of here. No way, bro.
Who the fuck was he throwing to?
Mark Andrews. He's got an all-pro tight end, bro.
I'm saying the wide receivers, cousin.
It still matters. The passing game still goes through a tight end, though. Right? Bro, he had Devontae Parker, bro. This is number 1 wide receiver.
Bro, he had Devin Duvernay.
All right, that's fair. But he has Mark Andrews.
Devin Duvernay used to play with us at the rec center.
He's got Mark Andrews, bro.
He does. I'm not.
Mac Jones has got Hunter Henry.
He's been balling a little bit.
He's okay in the red zone. He's not an every play threat.
Lamar Jackson make him an everyday threat.
Hunter Henry.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, Jesus Christ. Anyway,
I'll talk to Jesus.
Anyway,
let's
move on. Let's move on from that because ain't no way hell he believes that.
No, the Patriots can't go on a run, dude. It's the schedule, and I don't know, like, they're not doing Mac Jones any favors. We just talked about it. He has no skill. His skill position players suck.
They're ass.
Like, Mac Jones has talent.
Yeah.
It's just you're not going to say it because they're doing him a disservice with the constant turnover at the offensive coordinator position. But you're not going to tell me, like, when Mac Jones came into the Patriots, they got rid of Cam Newton because they thought he was ready to take over.
I like Mac Jones, though. But do you think, like, if the Patriots were to let him go, would he be a starter somewhere else?
I think he'll get a chance maybe with the Niners because Kyle Shanahan apparently wanted him.
I'm going to say no on the Niners because I think they love Brock Purdy still.
I don't know.
I think they love
in
Brock,
the event in the event something goes south with Brock or
yeah, that makes sense.
No, I think he would. I think Mac Jones would be similar. He would have an issue like a Baker Mayfield in terms of are they quality starters? You don't know because Baker was coming off the injury in a bad year in Cleveland. So you're like, okay, what are we supposed to do with Baker? And there was only a few people like me that were like, no, Baker can play. I think Mac Jones is going to fall into that territory where it's like, okay, he can play. Okay, he can't play, but where does he go? What are the options? Because unless Kirk Cousins get moved, can the Vikings take a chance on him? I think they could unless they go and draft a quarterback. But you have everybody saying this is a loaded draft class for quarterbacks. So are they just going to take the reins and give them to the rookies? So I don't know. So Mac Jones, if he was let go, I think he could be in like a great
The Raiders?
No, I think they draft a quarterback. Because at this point,
The Giants?
nah, they signed Daniel Jones. But the Raiders, Josh McDaniels, bro. I don't know. What are you going to do?
So you're saying he would be a backup then? He would be. You're right.
He would, but I think
he would be
it
in the
just,
Baker territory.
But I think it would just be circumstantial. Like Baker's a starting caliber quarterback. I think Mac Jones is a starting caliber quarterback.
Me too.
But sometimes,
Me too.
But sometimes the league just doesn't line up unless somebody gets injured. Which I'm not saying I don't want that to happen, obviously. But I'm just saying, like, unless somebody gets injured and you're desperate for a quarterback, like the year when the Eagles drafted Wentz.
Yeah.
Teddy Bridgewater blew out his knee. Sam Bradford got traded and Carson Wentz stepped in. It's shit like that needs to happen for like
for him to be successful.
For those players to do that.
And that's my thing. It's like, yo, I think Mac Jones is a pretty good player. I think he's a pretty good quarterback. I just don't think he's ever going to be able to show it in New England. And that's where I'm like, damn, is that fair? Because like when I watch him play, like, yo, he ain't no bum. He makes mistakes. They all do. Yeah. Right. But like his are just a little bit more magnified because of his situation. So if he throws a pick, it's like, oh my God, Mac Jones stinks. He's fucking trash. They need to get rid of him. Bring in Bailey Zapp. But if somebody else throws a pick, it's like, oh, it's whatever. It's just a bad play. That's not fair.
I saw a soundbite of this. I think it was Dan Orlovsky saying that Mac Jones is unfairly criticized. And I'm like, I actually agree with him.
Yeah, 100%.
He's right. Because what's been happening over there, dude, has been like malpractice. It's been horrible, dude. Bill Belichick isn't an offensive coach. But neither was Matt Patricia. Now you have Bill O'Brien. And but the offense has been so garbage. But then it's like you look at Mac Jones and it's like, all right, bro, who are you throwing to? Like, not for nothing, but Ramondre Stevenson's having a down year. He's been okay, but he's probably having a down year. I mean, look, their defenses that they faced have been excellent. But he's having a down year too. And it's like, all right, is it because they're stacking the box? Because you don't have to double anybody out there. You don't have to double anybody. There's nobody to throw to. So all you have to do is focus on their best pass catcher, which is Ramondre.
I agree with you, man. It's a shame. I just feel bad for them, but are they going to go on the run? No, they're not going to go on the run. They're going to be what they are. They're going to be a bad team. They're going to have a high draft pick and they're going to have to figure some things out. A lot of things are going to shuffle in New England after this year.
Is Mac Jones the quarterback next year in New England when the season starts?
Absolutely not.
Wow.
Absolutely not.
Wow.
I think they're moving on. I think they're gonna revamp the whole thing.
You know what? Here's the thing, dude. Mac Jones, he could go to Buffalo
and learn there. Yeah.
Oh no, I'm saying start.
Get the fuck out of here, man. Now he's trolling. See, I don't like this. This is not where you're gonna get me fired up. Don't do that.
Do you think Josh Allen can win a Super Bowl with the transition games?
You're great. you're absolutely
shut up,
flawless.
Bro, do you think Josh Allen can win a Super Bowl?
Absolutely. Why can't he win a Super Bowl? He made the bro. He was.
I think you better when your phone dies. That way I got to hear this nonsense.
Man, we are having a different conversation again. Well, I'm gonna go back to that playoff game where it wasn't his fault. They were up with fucking 12 seconds left. 12 seconds left, and they lost the game, and he was up. That's his fault. Like to me, like that changes history for him.
Real cap.
That changes history.
Really, no cap. That play, I think, broke them.
No, that play changed the entire history and trajectory and everybody's opinion on Josh Allen.
I think 2020, the Bills were the best team in the league, and I don't think they've psychologically recovered.
Maybe not.
I really don't.
They need another weapon. I mean, look, I actually kind of feel like the Bills aren't really doing Josh Allen a service. I know they got Dalton Kincaid and they drafted him high, but like, bro, you can't go into a season again with Gabe Davis like as your number two.
Well, I mean, Patrick Mahomes. Look what he's working with. Patrick Mahomes.
He's got Kelsey though. I know he's got Diggs. It's tricky.
I know what you're saying because it's like word up. Travis Kelce's a fucking wide receiver. And
Bro.
again, we talked about this 5 minutes into the show. When you watch Patrick Mahomes throw the ball to Travis Kelce, I've never seen anybody this wide open.
Never.
He's either the fastest man in the world, or I just like, for me, if I was a defensive coordinator, I would just say like, yo, you two, I don't care what the other guys do. You two watch Travis Kelce.
I think he's at the line of scrimmage and he's running his routes with a cloak on. I'm dead ass because there's nobody around him. And every time Mahomes is in trouble, he always finds Kelce in the middle of the field, absolutely scratching his balls
Wide open,
and
bro.
blowing kisses to fucking Taylor Swift, waiting for the football, bro. I can't believe it. It's like, yo, if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm putting 2 bodies on him, and I don't care what you do. You can kill me with Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Go ahead. He stinks. I am taking my chances. Travis Kelce's not beating me, bro. He had 150 yards in the first fucking half last game against the Chargers. What the hell were you doing and game planning against Travis Kelce? How do you go into the game and not stop Travis Kelce, their best player, and he had 150 yards in the first fucking half? How is that possible?
Do you think Josh Allen would be able to support Travis Kelce like that?
What?
Yeah.
Bro, do you even hear yourself, dude?
Oh,
Like,
I'm hearing
you sound
myself.
insane.
The
bro.
problem is, see, you hear me, but you don't listen.
Bro, you are
I've been
absolutely
educating you now for like
insane.
2.5 years.
Bro, you are absolutely insane. You don't think Josh Allen would absolutely be successful with Travis Kelce?
I don't know.
That's insane. This is dumb.
I'm kidding there. That was cap. He would, obviously. I was just sitting there. But here's the thing, I really don't believe that Josh Allen can win a Super Bowl.
Okay, then give me Josh Allen in fantasy. I'll trade you right now.
I'm good on that.
Why?
Because he's a fantasy quarterback.
What does that mean?
That he's only good for fantasy.
But what does that mean now?
That he runs around and plays schoolyard football, and that's good for fantasy, but it doesn't win you championships.
But what does he do though?
He runs around and fucking throws Hail Marys, and he makes bad plays.
But why do you keep him if he makes bad plays? Because that's negative points.
Not necessarily.
-2 for
No, because
interception.
you could throw a ball into triple coverage and Stephon Diggs catches it, but it was a terrible decision, but it was good for fantasy.
Why? It's -2.
No, it isn't. If he catches the ball around 3 D-backs, like he threw it to that one dude, I can't think of what it was. It was like the backup tight end. And I'm like, yo, that was a terrible play, but I can't believe Josh Allen just made that throw. And I'm like, that's just a fantasy thing. He's fun in fantasy, but he has 4 points the whole first half, and then he ends with 23. That's just what he does. I don't understand it.
I had him last year, bro. It's what he does.
Here's the
dude.
thing.
It's weird.
I had to stop. I don't watch Josh Allen anymore in the first half because he makes me rip my hair out. And then all of a sudden I look up at the end and he's got 37 points. I'm like, I don't even know how you got that.
I told you. You were like, yo, Josh Allen stinks. He's got 2 points in the first quarter. I'm like, bro.
Hold on.
I'm like, relax. He's going to be okay. Like,
and then he finished with 41. And I'm like, I don't even understand that.
What were my exact words? He's a what? Quick striker.
He's a quick striker. You actually did
It's
say
what he does,
because I'm saying, I'm like, yo, I'm going to lose the dough. This dude's got 4 points at halftime. And then at the end of the game, I'm like, he finished with 27 points. I'm like, all right, that's fire.
That's what he does.
Yeah. Look, can Josh Allen win a Super Bowl? I don't know.
You're hard on the guy, bro.
I'm hard on him because I think he has the potential to be great. It's just, I swear, bro, I'm not saying this to be funny. He reminds me of Carson Wentz, dude.
He's way better than him.
I'm not saying that he's not better than him, but he plays the same style, which is like reckless abandonment. And that shit don't win. It doesn't win you games, bro. They're 4-3. That's a problem, dude.
Yeah, but I don't think it's all on Josh Allen, though. I don't think it's all him.
When you're that good, it has to fall on him because you're the quarterback and you're the leader.
Oh, I get it.
But the flip side of it is, I don't know how they even get better players because his contract next year, bro, they're in salary cap hell with him and Diggs. I don't understand it. I'm just saying, like, for me, bro. So each week, do you think you're getting the same Josh Allen? Like, I'm being dead serious here.
I don't think each week I get the same player regardless of anybody I play, except for Mahomes.
You know what you're getting with Jalen Hurts. You know what you're getting with Joe Burrow when they're healthy.
I know what I'm getting in Jalen Hurts, but lately I don't know.
But you can trust that Jalen Hurts isn't going to make one of them plays where you look at him and you're like, bro, what are you doing? That's what I'm talking about.
Well, he's got the wide receivers to negate those kind of plays too. Those wide receivers that he's got. I mean, look, Jalen Hurts is fucking loaded with weapons.
He is.
And he's got weapons
So
at
is
his
Joe
disposal.
Burrow. But however, that doesn't always work because look at Justin Herbert.
Josh Allen's got Diggs. You take away Diggs, what else they got?
I'll even give you this.
That's my argument.
If you put Josh Allen on the Chargers, they're better.
Oh, absolutely. They're gonna be fucking fantastic.
Yeah, they're obviously better. And that's what I'm saying. Like, yo, we need to start being harder on Justin Herbert because Justin Herbert has a bomb squad.
Yeah.
And I'm tired of hearing about, oh, his coach is a dope. His coach is a dope. But it's bro, there's no good reason that you're a top 5 quarterback. You're loaded with talent. You're the next thing this. You're the next thing that. Bro, you came into the league. You were a star in your first 5 games, and you've plateaued and haven't gotten any better. And in fact, you're getting worse because you're not winning the games anymore. You're throwing untimely interceptions. You don't look like you know where you go with the ball. And that's why I stand by what I said. Right now, Tua is better than Herbert. Period.
He's playing better.
And I said that is Dak Prescott's better than Herbert. How is he not? Look at what Dak's accomplished more. He's been in the league a little bit longer, but he's accomplished more. He's been to the playoffs. He's won 2 playoff games.
Who would you rather have as quarterback, though? Dak or Justin? No cap.
No cap. No cap. I think it's a toss-up.
I don't know about that, bro.
But why? What has Justin Herbert shown you that? What has Justin Herbert shown you that he is definitively better than Dak under pressure?
It's true, though. I mean, look, I think Justin Herbert, I think his problem.
You're going by physical attributes with Justin Herbert because Justin Herbert, you look at him, you're like, yo, this dude's got a rocket. This dude can run, he can throw. He's got a better arm than Dak Prescott. But by the same token, it's like, yo, Dak Prescott been to 4 playoff games.
That's a fact.
So when I look at it and I'm like, all right, yeah, Herbert, you've been the one. You blew a 28-0 lead, bro. And I don't go, oh, the defense collapsed. I don't know. Your defense was pretty good in the first fucking half. What did you do in the second half? So when you're saying to me, like, oh, who would you rather have for a playoff game? I'm like, if it's a playoff game, I want Dak Prescott over Justin Herbert all day. But if I'm looking at him and I'm just saying, like, tick for tack right now, you can't sit here and definitively tell me that Justin Herbert is a better performer than Dak Prescott because he's not. There's no evidence. There's no evidence that...
I see what you did there, though. Performer?
Yeah.
Quarterback? You think he's a better quarterback?
Who?
Who's better quarterback?
Right now?
Yeah.
Dak Prescott's better than Justin Herbert.
You would take him to lead your team right now?
I would take Dak Prescott.
Over Justin Herbert?
I have Dak Prescott. I have more evidence of Dak Prescott.
That is crazy.
I have more evidence of Dak Prescott being able to perform under pressure than I do of Justin Herbert.
Like when you put it in that terms, yeah, that's fair. But like, I think Justin Herbert's problem is the 4th quarter. He struggles.
That's a problem. And that's what I'm talking about. And for all the shit I give Dak Prescott shit, and everybody knows I'm a big Dak Prescott fan. I love his story. I think he's a great dude. He's got great character. I really root for the guy. I fucking messaged his brother on Twitter, and his brother answered me. Shout out Tad. But I like Josh Allen. I'm sorry, Dak Prescott. I get on him because I'm an Eagles fan. And it's fun to do that. But like all the blame for me doesn't go on Dak. And I said that last year, he led the league in turnovers. Go watch how many like bounced out of his wide receivers fucking hands. Now against the 49ers, they were his fault. But Dak Prescott's a damn good quarterback. And right now, Dak Prescott's better than Justin Herbert. He may not just be better from an overall talent perspective, but right now, Dak Prescott has shown me more than Justin Herbert. And that's facts. And you can kiss my ass if you want to try and argue me that.
I don't think he's better than Justin Herbert, but that's okay. I mean, Justin Herbert's a better quarterback.
I'm up here and I'm kissing my teeth.
He's a better quarterback. He's got better statistical numbers.
Fuck stats, dude.
What do you mean?
Stats lie.
Why? Why do they lie?
Because they fucking lie.
Dak Prescott has a pretty good offense, I would say.
Who's got a better offense, Justin Herbert or Dak Prescott? Oh, you on some shit right now, bro.
Let me think about it. Better offensive line, Dallas. Right? Yeah. That matters.
Okay.
That matters big time. Better offensive line, Dallas. Wide receivers.
You're out of your fucking mind.
Right now.
Keenan Allen's better.
Tough.
Keenan Allen's better than CD.
It's tough.
Austin Eckler's better than Tony Pollard.
No, I'm talking about the wide receivers right now. That's tough. That's close. I don't think it's that far apart.
Well, Mike Williams got hurt.
Right. That's what I mean. So Keenan Allen.
Josh Palmer's better than Gallup.
Right now, yeah. But is he better than Brandon Cooks right now? Maybe.
Yeah, he is. He's better than both of them right now.
I just think Brandon Cooks is not getting many opportunities. Maybe because he's not getting open. I don't know. Or he's not comfortable with the offense. They don't know how to, find ways to get him the ball. I don't know. But right now, I mean, I don't think the Chargers wide receivers are absolutely dominant. They got Keenan Allen. Yeah.
Is that the
Josh Palmer's pretty good, I would say. But again, I wouldn't say it's all on Herbert, though, man. I mean, he's got 1,600 passing yards in 6 games.
How many touchdowns and interceptions? He's got 10 and 4.
10 and 4. That's a pretty good number.
But here's the problem. The first 4 games, he didn't have any. The last 3 games, he's had 5. He's had all 4.
So he's heating up.
And interceptions.
Well, I'm talking about touchdowns.
The last 3 games for Justin Herbert, he has 5 touchdowns and 4 interceptions.
Yeah, so he's having a bad skid right now.
That's a problem. You can't have those bad skids when you're elite like that, bro.
No,
the last 3 games, they're just not finishing games. There is no reason that if Justin Herbert is that dude, that he's 2-4. He has the Raiders have a better record.
Yeah.
The Broncos.
They've had a hard schedule, though, in fairness.
Who?
The Chargers.
They've only played 2 good teams.
What do you mean?
They play 2 good teams, cousin.
What do you mean they played 2 good teams? Who's the 2 good teams?
The Dolphins and the Boys.
They played the Chiefs.
They didn't play the Chiefs. Oh, last week. I'm sorry. They played 3 good teams.
They played the Vikings with Jefferson.
The Vikings, but the Vikings aren't good.
They lost to the Titans. Remember they lost to the Titans?
Yeah.
And they lost by 2 to Miami in the first game.
And Tua outdueled them head to head. And that's
close.
what I'm saying. But my thing is, bro, is like, when are we gonna talk about Justin Herbert needing to finish games? I'm tired of hearing about this dude is the next coming. He's this, he's that. Nah, bro, fuck that. I'm tired of hearing about it.
But you can't deny the talent, though. I mean, that's the thing. It's
The
like
talent's there, but
I know, but he's such a I just feel like long term, like he's gonna figure it out. Like you gotta like have some faith that he's gonna figure it out. Like I don't think he's a dummy.
what is this, year 4, year 5 for him?
He was in 2020.
So year 4.
Year 4.
I mean, look,
he's young, dude.
but
He's a young
Dak
cat, but
Prescott was already more accomplished than him at this point. At this point in their respective careers. Like, yeah, all those stats are great. And I say this all the time. Like, we always go to this. Yo, would you rather be Phillip Rivers or would you rather be Donovan McNabb?
easier conference too, though.
Who?
Dallas.
They've been dealing with the Eagles. Who's been more successful than the Eagles since
I'm talking about
2017?
the easier conference.
Yeah.
Which means like your chances of going to the playoffs are a lot more higher than going to the AFC. That's how I would see it.
Well, the AFC
Like
just
I don't think Dak Prescott is better than Justin Herbert. And I think that if you told Dallas fans, hey, would you rather have Justin Herbert or Dak Prescott? They would tell you, I want Justin Herbert over Dak Prescott.
Why?
Because he's a better player.
Why?
He has a better arm.
Okay.
He's more accurate. He's just way better player.
Is he more accurate? I mean, I don't know that. I don't definitively know that.
How don't you know that?
I don't know if he's more accurate, dude.
I mean, I just think he's a better player. I've seen Justin Herbert throw the ball in some windows that were absolutely insane. I can't remember one throw that Dak was like, I was like, wow, that was an amazing throw.
Okay, so this completion percentage, Justin Herbert, 67.
Yeah.
Dak Prescott, 70.
Okay.
He's got a higher completion percentage.
Yeah, but he also threw the ball 22 more times. There's a lot more room for error when you throw the ball that much.
20 times.
22, that's a full game.
Not for them dudes. Maybe for Dak now because they don't throw as much.
That's
but
what
their
I'm saying.
offense don't really have an identity. So that's
22
like, I don't know
is a lot.
impactful. I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying that right now, you can't sit here and tell me that without a shadow of a doubt that Justin Herbert is a better quarterback than Dak Prescott.
I would take Justin Herbert over Dak.
And that's fine. You could argue that. You can say he's more talented.
For sure.
But as far as when you get up in the game and you're watching them play and you're performing under pressure, Dak Prescott's accomplished more than Justin Herbert.
Yeah.
Now look, he's had 4 extra years. He had 4 extra years, and that's fine. But it comes with the territory.
I can't go accomplishments. I can't say Dak is more accomplished than Justin Herbert, even though he is, because of the experience factor and the length of time that he's been in the league.
But here's the thing: Justin Herbert already got paid. Like he's won a Super Bowl. Like he's won divisions. Like he's won Offensive Rookie of the Year.
Sure.
Like he's won an MVP. Lamar Jackson doesn't want to get paid. He's not better than Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson had a fight to get his money. And then you look at Justin Herbert, and it's everything. They're just giving it to him. And it's like, you're going based off of projection. Oh, he's going to get there. He's going to get there. And it's like, all right, yo, here we are in year 4 and you're 2-4 again. You upgraded your offensive coordinator. Your offense is stacked and you're still not producing. Oh, it's our head coach. Well, you produced with that head coach for 3 years. And now you're in year 4 and you got paid, which everybody's questioning. Oh, Joe Burrow got paid. Is Joe Burrow slipping off because he got paid? No, dude, he was fucking hurt because now he's catching on when he's hurt. And you watch when they come out and they bust the 49ers ass and they're 4-3 and they're right back in the thick of it. And we'll see what's going on with that. But with Justin Herbert, you just stare at him. It's like, you're going to break through. You're going to break through. You're going to break 3. No. Like, yeah, Justin Herbert will win this week. They're playing the trash ass Bears. Okay, but let's see when you start.
But Herbert's been hurt too last year. He was hurt last year. Justin Herbert has been injured. His offensive line is not that good, Mike.
No, I know that.
So
And
that is also, but he's still head and shoulders statistically one of the best quarterbacks, even with a poor offensive line.
But I don't care. I don't care about statistics.
And his wide receivers are in and out of the lineup like sex.
But if you're him, you negate all that. I watched Carson Wentz throw for 4,000 yards without a 500-yard wide receiver. I watched Dak Prescott do it with CeeDee Lamb last year, who wasn't a true one yet. He
was the one last because they traded Amari Cooper, but
they did, but he wasn't a true one.
Got it.
You know what I'm saying? And then this year, I mean, he don't even look like a one this year, but that's totally different. But I'm just saying, like, I've watched these quarterbacks do it. Like, you know, who else can I give an example on?
But like, yo, you're going off of success, and it's like, yo, he played 3 full seasons.
Who?
Herbert. You're going based off sheer success.
I am going off of success.
And I get it. Trevor Lawrence was successful, but he's also in a shitty ass division. He had the opportunity to make the playoffs at an easier rate. I know he beat Herbert. I know he came back. Can we, like, do you think that game was a fluke a little bit to a degree? Or do you actually think that's who Justin Herbert is? Like, he was going to blow a 28-0 lead?
I made this joke.
28-0 is absolutely crazy. That's an astronomical comeback to where you got to be like, is that like greatness? Or is
honestly,
that
if you want my true opinion on Justin Herbert, he's going to be Phillip Rivers 2.0. He's going to compile stats, but when it comes down to it, bro, it just don't click.
Doesn't mean he's not a good quarterback, though.
I didn't say he wasn't good.
Yeah,
I just said he wasn't one of the top 5 in the league.
Would you say Phillip Rivers is better than Dak Prescott?
Yeah.
So then why would you have Herbert better than Dak?
Bro, he played for 20 years.
I'm saying the trajectory of Herbert, you said, was Phillip Rivers. So if he's better than him, then he should be better than him, right?
But Phillip Rivers won playoff games. And I also said that he was Phillip Rivers Jr., which is not implying that Justin Herbert is going to have those statistics in the playoffs. See what I'm saying? He could, but I don't know. The way everybody projects him, he should already have that. The way I see it is like, yo, my eyes are telling me what it is. I'm just not letting my brain trick me because he's 6'5" and 260 pounds and he's an absolute stud on the football field. Or I'm sorry, like whatchamacallit? Like athlete.
He's a stud on the football field. He's great.
He's not great.
He's a good quarterback.
He is good. He's good. But right now, at face value, bro,
you would take him over a lot of the quarterbacks in the league.
I would, but not Dak Prescott. Kirk Cousins is outplaying him this year.
You would take Dak over Herbert right now.
Right now, yeah, I think he's better. I think Dak Prescott's
crazy.
a better quarterback than Justin Herbert right now. Absolutely.
All right.
I trust him more under center. I trust Dak Prescott to not fuck up the way Justin Herbert does. I think he's calmer under pressure. Stand on that. All right, let's preview week 8.
Dak Prescott, 6 touchdowns, 4 picks. Herbert, 10-4. I don't know. Whatever.
4-2.
It's all good.
4-2.
Yeah, it's team success, though, too.
And now it's team success.
Yeah. We just argued that their defense wasn't that good.
Who?
The Chargers.
The Chargers. Yeah, and I'm just saying, bro.
Their defense is really bad, bro. They are like a leaky defense, bro. They can't stop a fucking nosebleed.
I actually believe that. I truly believe this. I always say Josh Allen's overrated. Justin Herbert is probably the single most overrated quarterback in the league. Like, it's gotten to that point, bro. It's really gotten to that fucking point, dude. It's gotten to that point because people are in love with the physical attributes. And it's like, yo, at what point does winning matter? At what point does winning and success matter? But let's move on.
Bro, they give up the worst. Dude, they have the worst passing defense in the league.
So let me ask you a question.
In a passing league, Mike.
Who's better, Justin Herbert or, Russell Wilson or Dak Prescott?
Dak Prescott.
Why? Russell Wilson's got better stats this year.
It's because Dak's better. I think Russell Wilson is cooked. I've been saying that.
But I'm talking about stats. You just hit me with stats.
Yeah, because Russell Wilson plays ball when they're down all the time. He plays all
no shit. That's why Justin Herbert's got all these stats. They're garbage time stats. That's what people told me about Dak Prescott.
Wait, garbage time stats. They've been in almost every game.
Bro, when Dak Prescott was down by 30 points and he was mounting a comeback, everybody told me it was garbage time stats. But Justin Herbert does it, and it's like,
they've never been behind to where it was garbage time this year. It was always close games.
Who? The Chargers?
Yeah.
So he didn't operate in the clutch to get him over the hump.
But he operated to the point where it wasn't garbage stats. Like Russell Wilson's stats are semi-garbage. Like he's playing in a lot of garbage time.
Fair, because they're losing by 50.
They lost by 50 points, and he was throwing he was still throwing in the fourth quarter.
I know.
So
But
like
I'm just
it's
saying,
like it's empty
but
calories.
with Justin
too.
Herbert, you're in that game and you're not winning, bro. You're in those games. It's not like you're getting blown off the floor.
No, they're not getting blown out.
And that's the problem, bro. That's what I'm saying with Justin Herbert. It's like, yo, you're overrated. You need to produce in those moments. You got paid as a top quarterback in the league so that in those moments when those games are close in the third and fourth quarter, you need to do it, not throw interceptions in the red zone.
But it's fair to say that he's just not mature enough to take over in the fourth quarter and be that
So
guy.
then why do you pay him like he is mature enough? That's my problem.
Because you pay for the talent and you pay for the market. The market is saying that your quarterback, your franchise quarterback for the future is going to be getting paid X amount of dollars. That's just what the market is. That's just the NFL, bro. They it's a copycat league. Somebody gets paid, the next quarterback's gonna get paid next week.
All right, well, that sucks.
That's what
We're going to
happens.
see that because Keenan Allen's going to want a contract. All them dudes are going to want a contract. You drafted Quentin Johnson 16th overall, and everybody told me he was going to be a stud. The dude's non-existent.
Because he's not involved in the offense.
Find him. You got the great Kellen Moore, and I don't even say that with a slight. Kellen Moore's a great offensive coordinator.
He's okay.
He's good, bro. You know that too. They got the number 1 red zone offense.
He's good.
They're scoring points.
They are scoring. Their defense is letting them down. That's what I think.
But at some point, fam, you got to overcome that, dude. You got to overcome that. And you have to be, I'm consistent with that across the board. I mean,
bro, they gave up 27 points to the Titans, bro, in week 2.
How many did Justin Herbert score?
He scored 24.
That's
they
a
lost
problem.
They lost in overtime.
He need to score 28.
I know, but like, come on. They gave up 27 to
You can't
Titans,
go beat the shitty ass Titans. The Titans defense is ass too.
But their offense is even worse.
I understand that. But my point is when you get involved into a shootout, your quarterback, who's the second highest paid quarterback in the NFL, needs to win that shootout. And he couldn't outduel Ryan Tannehill. That's a problem. That's a serious problem. Now on to the next week 8 preview. Eagles -6.5 at the Commanders. You think this is a trap game?
No, the Eagles are going to beat them again. They're gonna whoop their ass. I'm not worried about the Commanders. The Commanders can't fuck with us. The Eagles are absolutely going to demolish their offensive line again. It's going to be the same story as it was. I think the Eagles are going to beat them.
I don't think it's a trap game either. I think that the fucking Redskins. The Commanders are on a bad trajectory downward. Their offense. I mean, you score 7 points against the Giants, bro.
I fuck with Sam Howell though.
I know.
I'm a fan.
I'm not a fan of Ron Rivera. I think he's on the hot seat. I said this before. I think Ron Rivera is an overrated head coach. I think that's coming to fruition. I wonder. I mean, I think people are coming around on that. On what I said on that. I also think that with the offense stalling the way it is, I wonder if Bieniemy gets passed over again, and that would suck because I thought that if Ron was to get fired, it would be Bieniemy's job.
So.
But at this point, it's like, bro, when you look at him, it's like, yo, what leg do you have to stand on, bro? Your offense isn't clicking and you're supposed to be that dude. And that sucks for him. But
true.
You're kind of, in a way, you're proving why you interviewed 15 times and you didn't get a job. It's like at some point, it's just like, all right, bro, you might be unfit for the job. Like if I went and applied to 10 banks and I interviewed at all 10 banks and they're like, no, they kept skipping me over for the interview, I would look at myself and be like, all right, maybe you're not made out to count the money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you.
So I just, that's the way I feel, bro. If you need to be a good interview. You need to be able to sell yourself, sell your product, sell what you're doing at. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, he can't do that. And that's a problem for him. And I feel bad for him, but that's kind of what it is. But no, the Eagles are going to smack them this time because the Eagles, I think now are going to get rolling. They're the best team in the NFC. As I said earlier, and I just think the Eagles they're going to roll the Commanders. They're going to roll them. I really believe that.
You think so?
I do, man. I said that last time, and it was a hard-fought game. But like I said, I feel like the Commanders now, I feel like the honeymoon's over. People know what they're going to be doing. They got tape on Sam Howell. And I just think like a win like the Eagles did last week gets confidence back. And I just think, I think they get going.
I agree with you. They're gonna roll.
I got the Eagles. I think the Eagles hang 30 on them, dude. 30.
The only thing I'd be worried about a little bit is like a letdown game a little bit because like I just feel like a win against Miami is gonna you'll be talking your shit because Miami was like
and remember
in the media of being like one of the best teams in the NFL at the time.
We're about to go on to the next NFC East team. Give me your prediction on this real fast, and then I'll lead into that.
Well, I think the Eagles are the best team in the NFC, so I think they're going to take care of business like they should. And the prediction, I got the Eagles here. I got the Eagles 24-17. I think they take care of business. I think they cover. I think it's going to be closer than people think, like it was last game. But I think the Eagles do run away. I don't think they get themselves in a hole this game.
Yeah. Oh, I actually forgot about that. That's a good point. That's a good point.
That's where I'm at with it. I don't think they get themselves in the hole. I think they get ahead. I think they play good defense. I think they get after Sam Howell, and I think they win this game.
Me too. I think, like I said, I think it's like 30-17, 30-16, something like that. I think they handle them.
Yeah, like I don't think the Eagles are going to come out lightly because of what happened last time they played them. So
yeah,
I think they're going to be a little bit more turned up for this.
Rams at Cowboys. Cowboys -6.5. And I have this question too. Is this a trap game for the Cowboys? Because the Eagles and the Cowboys play next week. The following week. I'm sorry.
I'm going to say no because the Cowboys are coming off a bye, and I think they have to win this game. Like they have to, from morale standpoint.
Yeah.
Just for everything. Like I think this is the most important game for the Cowboys on their schedule right here, because when you come off a bye, that is when you got to refresh, hit the restart button, and then go. If you come out off a bye and you hit an L, and then you play the Eagles, now your season's like looking in the balance here.
And you're at the Eagles.
Right. So you're home this game. This is where you got to take care of business. The Rams are a good opponent, though. This is not going to be an easy game for them, because I got to be honest with you. I think you could pass against this Cowboys team.
Yes.
Especially with Diggs out. I know Gilmore's there, but I think you can. I think that this Cowboys defense in the secondary can be had, and the Rams had they had the wide receivers to do it. So I think this game was going to be a lot closer, but I think the Cowboys will take care of business here, though.
So here's the thing. I don't think it's a trap game for the Cowboys, but I would not be surprised if they do have a letdown.
If the Rams win, I won't be surprised.
Here's the thing. I think them coming off the bye, it'll tell you a lot about the locker room. If you come out of a bye and you're flat after you rolled into the bye with a good win against the Chargers, where you fought through some adversity and came out and won.
Yeah.
If you come out flat against the Rams, it just tells me that that team is what I thought it was. Like, if they lose to the Rams, I'm telling you right now, bro, they're not making the playoffs.
So
I think if they lose to the Rams, good shit. I think if they lose to the Rams, they're not making the playoffs. And I because you got the Eagles next week and you're playing the Eagles home. Can they come into the Philly and win? I don't believe so. But typically these are the games that are hard for the Cowboys. Games that they should win, and they just have blunders.
They have blunders, right?
And that's where you just like, that's why.
But why do they have blunders? Because who is it, the quarterback doing the blunders? It's
at times.
It's the same argument with Herbert, though. Like, right? Like, that's what I'm trying to say. Like you can't tell me you want Dak Prescott over Herbert, bro. If they make the same blunders, I'll take the more talented guy. I'll take my chances with that.
Not me. Give me the guy that's already done that.
Yeah, but give me the guy that's younger and a lot more talented.
I don't know.
You're going based on success. Like, that's not fair, though. That's not fair. He played in the league for damn near 9 years.
Bro, I'm not even talking about 2016 to 2020. Take out those. I'm from 2020 to 2023. Dak Prescott's accomplished more than Justin Herbert.
He's a rookie.
The fuck does that mean?
He's more experienced, Mike.
But if he's loaded with all that talent, all right, take out his rookie year. Just do 21 to 23.
You have a job at work. You have 5 years experience.
Yeah.
Right? You guys hire somebody and he's new. Is he going to be as good as you?
Bro, those are two totally
No. I'm asking. Is he going to be more successful than you?
No.
Why?
Because I've been there longer.
There you go.
But bro,
it's the same thing.
No.
How is it not?
No,
Mike,
it's not. When you come out of college and you're a quarterback like that and you're hyped up and you come there and you start off all the way up here on the mountain.
Did he hype him up? Did he hype himself up?
Who?
That's not his fault that he got hyped up. He got hyped up because he's damn fucking good.
But he's plateaued and he's getting worse, dude. He's under 500 right now. Bro, he's under 500 as a starting quarterback. How fucking good are you?
Bro, he's 25 years old.
And he's under 500.
Yeah, he's 25 years old. They obviously believed something in him, and they threw $200 and something million at him.
It's the same thing that everybody else is looking at. He's wildly talented. But when you look at the success, it's not there.
No. The team success is not there. Absolutely not.
Who are you taking to run your franchise? Jalen Hurts or Justin Herbert?
Jalen Hurts or Justin Herbert?
Yeah, you shouldn't even think twice, cuz. You should not even think twice.
I would probably take Jalen Hurts.
All right, there you go. You're a smart man. Lamar Jackson or
I
Justin
like Jalen Hurts, though.
Lamar Jackson or Justin Herbert?
Wow, that's tough.
This is fucking insane.
I think that's kind of tough. It depends on what you like as a quarterback. Do you like the running style quarterback more than the
I like
pocket pass?
I like an MVP, all pro.
I get it.
And somebody that has the second highest winning percentage, second to Patrick Mahomes since he entered the league.
Yeah, I get it. I'm talking about like ceiling wise. Like I think what everybody hangs on to, including myself, is the ceiling of Herbert.
Exactly.
He's got all the tools, bro.
But
and
it's
like,
bro.
But like, yo, it really isn't all his fault, Mike. He's got the worst passing defense in the league in a passing league.
Okay,
that's not his fault,
bro. Here's the thing: you can only reach your ceiling by climbing the ladder. He's not. He's on a step stool.
But he's putting up good statistics. Where he's going toe to toe with people, and it's close games. He's going toe to toe. He's putting up great stats, but his defense can't stop a nosebleed. And you're going to blame him for that? That's not fair.
But when they get stops, he's not converting them either.
I agree with that, but that's a lot of. But what I'm saying is, like, you have to be completely flawless in order to win. Then
big family. When you get paid $200 million, that's what you're getting paid.
I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree with that because when you get paid $200 million, you should be able to win football games. I am on your side with that 100%. I don't disagree with that. Because I am on that team where if you get paid $200 million, you better be that motherfucker. Like $200 million, bro. And think about $200 million to a regular human being. That's why I am so hard on people that make $200 million.
Yeah.
Right? That makes sense. I'm not disagreeing with you on that. But what I'm saying is that you can't deny the talent level, bro. Like you can't deny
absolutely.
The statistics. Like if he was putting up poor stats where he was throwing like 202, a touchdown and 2 picks, all right, you got me. But the guy's throwing 300 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a pick here and there. All right, like I get it.
But not all picks are created equal, and that's
true.
What I'm saying.
That is true. That is absolutely true. I'm not denying that. But you can't say that like he's not performing to I don't know, an all-star level. I think he's performing pretty well. I think his defense is letting him down.
He's good. That's what he is. He's good. He's a good quarterback.
Yeah.
He's a good quarterback.
He's a good quarterback. What's wrong with that?
I have nothing. I'm just saying he's talked about like he's amongst them dudes, them dogs, and he's not.
I'd never said he was an elite quarterback.
I know.
I have been on the record.
I know.
I said Justin Herbert has never accomplished shit. He's not on my elite level.
I bought into that hype 2 years ago when we talked about it. And like I said, it's just been.
Yeah. I don't think he's elite. I think he's very good. That can be great. That's what I think.
He can be. But
he can be.
Too.
I think he's got the ceiling of a Hall of Fame quarterback. The ceiling. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. But I'm just saying, yo, when you play 50 games in the NFL, I mean, Lamar Jackson's in a worse situation. His first 50 games, he's 16, 17, 18 games over 500. Through this dude's 50 games, he's 2 games under 500. And I'm like, you're a $200 million quarterback. You got paid because of your physical attributes. Lamar Jackson, who's accomplished way more than you in a shorter amount of time, had to fight for his money. Dak Prescott had to fight for his money. He's getting franchise tagged and shit. He accomplished more when he came into the league. You have a bomb squad on offense, and you're just getting handed $200 million. You go into a playoff game, you blow a 28-0 lead. When you're amongst elite quarterbacks, you take that pressure of losing those games.
But you're missing the whole point of what you're saying is you're missing the whole part, the whole important part of it. Lamar Jackson, the reason why he was fighting to get his money was because he was coming off an injury and he wanted record-breaking money. And he had back-to-back seasons where he was injured. So, yeah, there were some cautious there. Like, yo, should we throw this guy $200 million and pay this guy? Because I don't know if he can stay healthy for a full season. That's where you're missing in there. I get it. Like, they didn't just throw money at Herbert because they can. They did it because they believe in the guy and they saw what they saw in the first 3 years. It was excellent. He played great.
Well, they better win this week.
Oh,
against the Chicago Bears to try.
They're 2-4, Mike. They got to win every fucking week.
Yeah, I know.
So you're not saying much there.
Speaking of, let's get back on topic here. Let's get back on track here. Do you think the Rams are now in a must-win to save their season at 3-4?
Oh yeah, they're definitely. I think this is in the must-win for either team.
I think both teams are going to come out desperate, which is why I think this is game of the week. To be honest,
this is going to be a really good game.
This is game of the week for me.
The 6.5 is pretty high to me, to be honest with you.
I am shocked by that line. Bro.
Me too.
I am shocked because I think the Rams have an actual. I don't think the Rams are like. I don't think the Cowboys are a touchdown better than the Rams.
I don't think the gap between the Cowboys and the Rams
is off.
Based on the first 7 weeks, isn't that far off.
If anything, the Rams offense is better.
I would agree with that. I would say the Rams have a better offense than the Cowboys. The
Yeah.
Cowboys can't run the football, and that's what they need to work on out of the bye.
Yeah.
That is the one thing they need to work on out of the bye.
Give me your prediction.
Pain. No, I'm kidding. I think the Cowboys win. I think the Rams cover. I would not be surprised if the Rams win this game, but I do think the Rams will cover this game. I do.
Here's the thing, dude. I've been off this year. When I pick the Cowboys, they lose. When I don't pick the Cowboys, they win. I'm going with the Rams here.
Wow.
I'm going with the Rams. I just think that line is way too high.
The Cowboys are going to win out right now because
100%.
Because that's a high line. Now I'm thinking about it. The Cowboys, like Vegas knows what they're doing.
They're begging me to bet the Rams.
They're begging me to take the 6.5 with the Rams. And
I'll give you the 6.5.
So you know what? Give me Cowboys both ways because that's just how it works. It's how it works.
I know. And
Give me Cowboys both ways just because of Vegas.
And I know it's coming, and I can't do anything about it. I'm taking the Rams. I'm taking the Rams here because I think they can throw a parade on.
Is this your psychotic upset league?
No, but I'm taking the Rams here.
All right.
Bengals at 49ers. 49ers minus 5.5. This line is a little skewed because now they're saying Sam Darnold's going to play. So I'm curious about how that goes. The question here was about Brock Purdy bouncing back. Let's just twist it a little bit. I'm not worried about Brock Purdy.
Me either.
I think Brock Purdy can play.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's earned the job for the rest of the year. I think the Niners will be crazy to move anywhere off of him and go to fucking Sam Darnold because Brock Purdy has shown you he can play at a high level.
Is there talks of that happening?
I was reading that, because they were saying that he could be on a short leash. I was reading it on Twitter
because he's in concussion protocol too.
Yeah,
that's why.
But now the real question is do the Bengals come out refreshed after the bye?
They have to. I'm looking forward to see T. Higgins. Is he healthy? Because if he's not healthy, then
I know. I actually didn't think
here we are. You know, you got Jamar Chase, you got Tyler Boyd. Cool, but is Joe Burrow healthy? Is he?
I think he was because I think he got healthier the last 2 games. He looked great against the Cardinals, and he looked great against Seattle in terms of moving, like lateral quickness, moving up in the pop, being able to scatter a little bit. And I think that you get the week off. I think his calf gets better, and I think Joe Burrow, the Bengals do what they always do: start slow and take off. And they got a tough schedule. I think they have the hardest schedule in the league.
I'm scared for the Bengals this game, though. I feel like
the
Niners are going to come out absolutely pissed off.
They are, but the Bengals are going to come out ready. And this is my psychotic upset of the week.
Okay,
the Bengals are an absolute lock to win this game.
Niners dropped 3 straight.
They dropped 3 straight.
Damn.
The Bengals are a lock to beat the 49ers on Sunday. I promise you the Bengals are not losing that game. I promise you Joe Burrow is going to tear them up.
Wow.
And I can't wait for it.
Is he throw for more than 300?
Oh, he's hanging 300 on him.
Yeah?
Yeah, he's hanging 300 on him and probably 30 points. Joe Burrow is coming, dog. I'm telling you. Joe Burrow is coming. This is a lock.
All right.
This is a lock.
All right. I got the Bengals winning here too, though.
Yeah, you made me go on that whole thing for you to pick the Bengals.
I did, but this is not my upset of the week, though. I just think the Bengals are going to win this game. I think the Niners have a lot of question marks going on with Brock Purdy. I think the confidence is kind of dipped a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Like I think
the morale.
They got to figure it out. They got to get back on track. I don't think this is the week to do it, especially with a question mark at quarterback. I've seen what Sam Darnold does, bro. Like he's good, but how sharp is he going to be?
Yeah.
Coming off the bench in a system that he didn't play much in with Shanahan, right? So I'm out on that. I'll take the Bengals here coming off a bye. I think they need it more.
Yeah.
Weirdly, they need it more because I don't think the 49ers are scared to lose division.
And
that makes sense.
The NFC isn't as strong as the AFC. Those wins and losses matter.
No, they matter.
The AFC.
Because the Bengals lose here, they're in big trouble.
If the Bengals win, they're a game behind the Ravens, and the Bengals haven't hit their stride yet.
Yeah.
So the Bengals are still within striking distance.
And they started off strong.
They're in striking distance to win the.
Absolutely, because they played the Ravens again.
Yep. All right, let's move on to our Week 8 slate, and then we get out of here. It's been a long ass 2 hours. Buccaneers at Bills. Bills minus 8.5. That is tomorrow night.
I got the Bills both ways. And I'm not confident in saying that, but I like to think they're going to bounce back against the Bucs here. On a short week, Bucs got to travel. Bucs coming off a loss against a divisional opponent. They might be a little bit flat on that. Same with the Bills, but they're home. I feel like they're hungry. They're going to be hungrier to win this game. I'll take the Bills both ways.
I got the Bills, but I'm taking the Buccaneers with the points. I think the morale around the Bills right now, the vibes are off.
It's a high line though, too.
Yeah, it is. It is. But I think the Bills are getting respect. Josh Allen's getting respect at home. You just had a
The Bucks
big
get no
letdown
respect.
game. I know. But the Bucks are slipping a little bit.
A little bit.
Their schedule is getting hard.
Yeah.
Texans -3 at Panthers.
Love the Texans here. Give me the Texans with the points as well. I like them outright. I think CJ Stroud is a lot better quarterback than Bryce Young at this point.
It's
in
not
rookie
even close.
season. Yeah. I think that's the difference in the game here. I think it's going to be that. And I think give me the guy that went number 2 overall instead of the guy number 1. That guy's going to be more hungry than the guy that won number 1. I like CJ Stroud here. Give me Texans outright.
Texans outright. They're gonna bust up the Panthers.
Absolutely.
That's for sure.
Yep.
Vikings at Packers. Pick.
This was my lock of the week, but I changed it. I'm gonna take the Packers here. I love the Packers. I think the Vikings are gonna be feeling themselves a little bit, beating the Niners after the Niners were quote unquote NFL's best team, according to a lot of the experts and around the world. And yeah, so I think the Vikings are gonna be feeling themselves. Give me Green Bay here at home.
This is my iconic lock of the week. The Vikings are gonna trash them.
Wow.
The Packers defense has been terrible.
Yeah, my lock was gonna be the Packers. That would have been fire.
Regular. The Vikings are going to trash them. Their defense has been terrible. Jordan Love has been slipping, and they're not using Aaron Jones. I don't know if they're maybe this is the week that they try and let him come back in to the fold and they give him more run. But like his hammy was a little sore or whatever. But I love the Vikings this week. Saints at Colts. Colts -1.
Give me the Saints here. I don't love this pick because the Colts have been playing some pretty decent ball, but I think the Saints, coming off a loss and Thursday night, gave him the extra time to prepare for the Colts. I think that's going to be valuable in this matchup. I'm going to take the Saints here.
I'm taking the Saints both ways too. I just feel like the Colts are due for a loss. Yeah. Look, they just played the Browns really tough, but I mean, not due for a loss.
But that was a devastating loss. So
yeah,
that's like a deflating loss.
Yeah.
That's not even a motivating next week. It's like, fuck, man. Like,
I know.
You're still thinking about that.
Patriots at Dolphins. Dolphins -9.5.
This is my iconic lock of the week. The Dolphins are absolutely going to shit on the fucking Patriots. There ain't no way the Dolphins are losing this game. Their Dolphins are going to win by double digits, coming off a brutal double-digit loss in Philly for the world to literally see that. They got stomped in front of everybody, right? And this is the perfect spot for them. They're at home. Patriots historically are dog shit in Miami.
Yep.
It's going to be hot there, and I love the Dolphins at home. I think the Dolphins rebound here. I think they're winning by double digits.
I'm taking the Dolphins on the money line. I'm taking the Patriots on the points. This was close to being my psychotic upset. I like the Patriots this week. I think the Patriots are going to hang in with them. I think they're going to play physical with them, and I think last week they could build off of that. I think they could get some momentum going, and I just like, for me, I feel like the Dolphins can be out-muscled. And that's the style that Bill Belichick can bring when it clicks.
Yep.
But I think that the Patriots keep this game close. I really do. I don't think they get the shit beat out of them. Jets -3 at the Giants.
I got the Jets here. I'm not putting my money on Daniel Jones and the Giants. I'm out on them, dude. I know they played good last week against a divisional opponent, but they scored 14 points. Let's be real. Give me the Jets here.
I got the Jets both.
They're just
both ways. Giants scored 14 points in the win, dude. They stink.
Yeah.
Giants stink. When your 47 M's quarterback is now in a quarterback controversy with Tyrod Taylor, who has one lung, you got problems.
Facts.
Got big problems. Jaguars -2.5 at the Steelers.
I'm going to take the Steelers here. I think there's an upset brewing with Jacksonville. I think Jacksonville is due for a loss. I think they're due for a loss. I know the Steelers have been down a little bit. I think they win this game at home. I do. I think the Steelers are winning this game.
So this is my hardest game to pick on the slate because, like, deep down in my soul, I like Pittsburgh.
Me too. That's why
you know what I'm doing? I'm going with the Steelers outright, bro, because I want to say the Jaguars because I think the Jaguars are a good team. I do. It's just one of those games where I look at it and I'm like, damn, I like the Steelers. I just like the Steelers in this upset. Falcons -2.5 at the Titans. I'm going with the Falconies.
I got to go with the Falcons, man. The Titans are starting Will Levis. I don't know much about him.
No shit. Are they really?
They are. Because
he got hurt.
Yeah. So I like the Falcons here. I know we had Desmond Ridder He's not all that good either. But the Falcons have a lot more talent right now and younger positions too than the Titans. I'm gonna go with the Falcons here.
Me too. Both ways. Browns at Seahawks -3.
I'm going to go with the Seahawks here at home. I think they take care of business. The Browns coming off an emotional win last week on the road in Indy. I just think the Seattle Seahawks are gonna catch the Browns here on the road.
Seattle, this is another lock of mine. Seattle is going to demolish them.
Yeah.
Browns are coming off 2 big-ass emotional wins.
Yeah.
They're 4-2. They're due for a loss. PJ Walker starting. Deshaun Watson might be going on the IR. Deshaun Watson blows anyway. PJ Walker looks better than him. The Browns did Brown things and wasted their money, 250 guaranteed M's on that dude because he stinks. But the Seahawks are going to smoke them. Ravens -8.5 at the Cardinals. Are you fucking crazy?
This is my psychotic upset of the week right here. The Cardinals are beating the Ravens, bro. I know I'm crazy. I know I'm crazy. But check my resume this year. This year, I've been fired.
That actually
I've been fired this year. And when I think about this game, this is such a bad spot for the Ravens.
Hold on, let me see.
This is such a bad spot for them, Mike. I hate to say it to you because
Bro, they play the Seahawks next
when you
week.
said earlier, yo, what are you laughing at? I started laughing because you were going on this rant about Lamar Jackson. I'm like, bro, you're gonna hate me there. You're gonna hate me later, bro. I'm like, I got
you weren't capping. You weren't capping.
Give me the Cardinals here as an upset. I think the Ravens are in a bad spot. They're traveling across country. They just smoked one of the best teams in the NFC. I think they're feeling themselves a little bit. I think the Cardinals are going to be completely overshadowed by everybody. Nobody's going to expect them to win. That's why they are scary, because they're going to pull all the stops to try to win this game. I like the Cardinals here. The Cardinals are going to find a way to win this game.
All right, I'm taking the Ravens both ways here. They are going to smoke the Cardinals. Whatever you just uttered, I'm not sure, but we're putting food on this.
I like it.
I want mozzarella sticks on it.
You're going to give me the Cardinals for a bet like that? That's not fair.
I'm just fucking with you. All right. If you're not man enough to take it, I understand, bro. No, it's okay.
No, let's do it.
No.
Yeah.
I got an idea. Let's put a phone charger on it. No, I love the Ravens here in the spot. I don't think they'll have a letdown game, although they play the Seahawks next week, which could be a big game for both teams.
Yeah, guess who's coming back? Kyler Murray.
This week?
Yep. Well, no, potentially, but he's back to practice.
I'd rather have Josh Dobbs.
I feel like Josh Dobbs is going to play even better because he knows somebody is coming back.
Yep.
He needs to put out good tape for his career to keep going forward. This is an important game for Josh Dobbs. The Cardinals are winning this game, dog. I'm telling you, they are winning this fucking game.
Yeah, break your mic. Good shit. Chiefs -8 at the Broncos.
Chiefs. Both ways outright. I don't need to say much. The Broncos are some shit. They're never going to recover until they get rid of Russell Wilson and Sean Payton. It's never going to work. It's never going to work. You just wasted all your bread. You wasted all your you wasted all the fans' time, their money, buying that bullshit-ass merch, buying these mid-ass Russell Wilson jerseys. You fucking destroyed your entire franchise by signing this bum.
Yeah,
and they are such in a hole. They are financially in a hole, and it's not leading to results. They are such in a bad spot. They spent so much money on a head coach and a quarterback, and they're not even close to being even competitive in the NFL, let alone their division. They're in such a bad spot. The Chiefs are going to steamroll this team.
I'm taking the Chiefs both ways. Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes are going to give Sean Payton and Russell Wilson back shots.
No doubt.
And it's just as simple as that. Bears at Chargers. Chargers -8.5.
I got the Chargers to win this game, but I got the Bears to cover here.
I'm taking the Chargers both ways. They're starting that dude again. I forget his name, like Badgen or something.
Yeah.
He played pretty well last week. But I feel like if it don't click for the Chargers this week, I don't know if it's going to click the rest of the season.
If the Chargers lose this week, I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm out on this whole team the entire year. I don't care if they get hot later in the season. I'm out. You can't lose to the Bears, bro. The Bears are trash.
I know. Raiders at Lions. Lions -8.
Lions are going to absolutely steamroll this team. Lions are coming off a horrible loss, losing by 32 points on the road against the Ravens. Now they play against a Raiders team that is absolutely not on their level. The Lions are going to put hands and feet on the Raiders, guaranteed.
Oh, all right. Pause will be put on the Raiders. That's for show. Lions got smoked. You know how I am. I love teams that get smoked in the following week. It's the human element. They're grown ass men. They play for something. Lions -8 all day long on Monday night.
Makes me so happy that the Lions are on Monday Night Football because the world can see Jared Goff.
They deserve it.
Jared Goff's legit.
All right, guys, our exit music isn't working, so it's just
not
gonna
working?
be- no, we're going
Yeah,
acapella.
Damn.
Thank you for tuning in to episode 179. We will be back Tuesday or Wednesday next week. It'll be a lot easier now without the Phillies. Probably every Wednesday moving forward until we go back to 2 nights a week when my kids like to go to sleep at a normal time. Darius, take it away.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll let you guys know. You'll be informed. But anyway, we appreciate all the love, support, and the comments. If you guys haven't done so already, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell on YouTube. We are also available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeart, Megaphone, Stitcher,
And all that other shit.
Also, follow us on all of our social platforms as you do not want to miss our daily content on X, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. And we will see you guys next week at P&I, baby. Enjoy week 8.
I'm caps lock different. It's facts, not fiction. Said I black out for real, then the track gone missing. If it's cap, I'm dipping. We ain't talking about a move, then it's flatline finished. When I spaz, I'm grinning. Put a peel off in the Sadies and I pass by spinning. It's perks with this life, but I don't have my skinach. Took a quick trip and now I'm back home winning. And I see they eyes pop like I snack on spinach. Pull up to the spot, she tryna grab my
damn,
digits.
conspiracy
I'm already
like our
8
shit.
shots of Henny past my limit. Here you go. Hazards with a dash full of tickets. I'm
No,
mad like I don't see
conspiracy
them like
like
I
our
bad
shit.
eye vision. Y'all
That's
can't
my guy.
pass my scrimmage. While y'all tripping, it's Aruba. I realized I had to go